Like the Nosferatu that I know, then I'm gonna change the name.
Shit.
Like Nosferatu are actually portrayed, which is like Dracula basically. So the more seductive incubus, succubus type kind of creature.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll probably figure something out.
It's not a huge deal
Yeah.
anyway, right? If anyone wants to check their sheets, make sure everything's there that should be there.
Yeah.
I don't know why I keep going to Scaramanga, but I don't know why.
Scaramanga.
Yeah. Why do I keep going to that name? Oh, yeah, Scaramanga.
Like
The guy with the
Scaramanga?
golden gun. A Scaramanga.
I have
It's
no
just
idea what he.
Scaramanga.
Like that?
It's the guy with the golden gun.
Oh, him.
Cisco Scaramanga.
Well, that's
Scaramanga.
right.
Oh, Scaramanga, yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Now, if you want me to keep the thing going, I have a golden thing.
What was that, sorry?
If you want me to keep the aesthetic of Scaramanga, I have a golden fang.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, the Cyberpunk, you can have all your teeth replaced with cyber teeth if you want.
Great, I have fang
there-
grills. Great. Wonderful.
Nice.
Have we figured out a pick? Yeah, we already got the picture. Okay, we're good. So, what is our main objective, team?
Well, you will be getting. I'm assuming you haven't like worked together before, and you are getting pulled in for the first time here.
Okay.
So your fixer is Adina, and she is sent you all a message after you have like sought work from her, calling you in for a meet at a popular promenade in downtown Baltimore. At night time, obviously, 8 p.m. when it's dark. The rain is heavy, but this doesn't stop the streets from being as busy as they are. It's just a constant flow in the promenade between all the bars and restaurants and late night shopping of people with like these fluorescent umbrellas that have each panel is like a different advertisement display in the LEDs, as well as like AR displays floating between the buildings and across the people, like flashing their contacts, registering their marketing data, and then showing them the appropriate advertisements as they walk down through the promenade and point them to stores that they would and products that they would be interested in. Hadina herself is like sat outside a restaurant which has a large black canopy over the top of the outside. Everyone else is inside. She's sat out there alone at like this little round glass table, smoking an old-fashioned cigarette, with this like short red leather jacket around her, just like watching everyone else go by. And she's sat there with like a couple of empty shot glasses beside her and a bottle of tequila.
All right, I'll move it. Go in, dressed to the nines of my own advertisements showing umbrella, and arrive as early as I can reasonably show while not being unfashionably early. And sit across from her and go, what would you say? Adila, her name was?
Adina.
Adina. Adina, it's been far too long.
Indeed, Juliana. Have a seat. Do you want a drink?
Of course. She just says after like a short pause.
She picks up her bottle of tequila and pours a shot and pushes one of the glasses over to you. Pours herself one. She seems to be sort of like half distracted with something in AR as she's like doing this.
Just not to bring it up, take a sniff of it to see how strong it is by scent alone.
It's a very powerful, pungent smell to it. It will be a high grade tequila, a very strong one.
Yeah, take a small leak. Not leak, jeez. Take a small sip. I read the word leak on my other screen. And not even wrinkle my nose and just finish it off and say, one of the good ones then. So, what brings me here this night?
Well, I've worked for you, of course, and you'll be meeting your fellow runners. You're going to accompany you in completing the task. Please, make yourself comfortable just now while we wait on these. And she checks her, not her watch, but like flicks down something in AR. These latecomers.
I rock up with my and I've got my blood-soaked cigarette in my hand, meaning business. Like, give me a job.
I think Juliana and Adina will be able to smell that blood in your cigarette from quite a distance as you approach. Adina doesn't stand up for you as you come round underneath the canopy, Sorrento, and she simply says, "Not being very discreet, are we?"
Well, I had the snack this morning, so yeah.
New bloods, she says, and she like pours another shot for Juliana, another one for herself, and then one for you, Sorrento, and pushes it over to the other side of the table for you. Sacramanga, how do you show up?
I show up in a nice trench coat. I'm gonna say dress shirt and some pants, and a crazy looking hat. Fedora.
Classic trench coat fedora.
Yeah.
Yes, just your
The
like
great smile.
you're just reflective the light in your spectacles as well as you approach, just that flash of like orangey red. And do you just like walk up quietly and take a seat?
Like, oh. Just sit down.
She
I
like,
thought you said, why, hello. That's
No.
what you said.
her eyes just
I
kind of
was
like,
going to say that, but
yeah, her eyes just like flicker across the three of you and she sighs. But she doesn't need to do it because she's dead and she doesn't need to breathe. She just sighs. Expected.
yeah, I get that.
There's
vibe.
still
Rat
one
face.
princess that hasn't shown up.
Rat face, your comm link like starts to beep and you can see Adina's calling you.
Your name is Ratface.
His name is Ratface, yeah.
Wait, is he there?
No, Adina is calling him.
Yep.
Are you aware of what time you were supposed to be here?
Yeah, I had to put a little extra on my face to make sure I'm not, standing out in breach.
Okay, well, how long are you going to be?
I'm around the corner.
She just closes the chat without seeing anything else.
Yeah, and just this gentleman, like covered head to toe in fairly plain looking clothes. They're not too colorful or flash or anything like that. Just pants, long coat, hood, like a beanie over his head, and like a scarf over a bit of his face, and some like AR goggles over his eyes. And then he just sort of rocks up and just sits down, doesn't even say a word.
Sorry, bro, I don't have $1. I mean, wait, what?
Well, if we're all finally here, I suppose we should make introductions. Ratface.
You mind if I smoke?
Adina is like already smoking an old cigarette, so obviously not. like modern smokers would be vaping or synthetic cigarettes. They wouldn't be smoking like old style paper cigarettes. Idina is probably showing her age by actually like having one of those.
Yeah, but she has one of those as well because of our clan,
Former clan.
former clan. Yeah.
So this is Sorrenta, Juliana, Saramanga, and she lowers her eyes and raises her eyebrows. Ratface.
Really?
That's what people call me.
So what does your face look like underneath the AR goggles and such that you're wearing, Ratface?
Oh, it definitely looks like a rat.
Oh, fuck?
Yeah, my fangs aren't located like where the canine teeth of a human are. They're straight up the front, upper and lower front teeth are both the sharpened fangs.
Just more like a vampire
That's
bat
one
actually has.
ugly vamp.
Yeah,
Oh, I look like a smooth version of Argyle, so...
yeah. Like even my nose is kind of like pressed up and like widened and looks like a bat, and my ears are just really long and pointy like a bat.
Wave my hand in front of you. You can see me still, right?
I have goggles. I'm not blind.
Okay, I was just asking because you kind of look like a bat, so...
I
you
shouldn't
had, like,
because
a
I'm
full-
covering up my face. But underneath, yeah, I definitely look like a rat or a bat.
Anyway, she interrupts and like waves one finger around to like indicate all of you. You're all here for the same purpose, work. You find yourselves outside the clan system, and this is pretty much all you can do with yourselves unless you want to turn feral in the gutter somewhere. As it happens, I've had a favour called in that I have to answer, and this is a great opportunity for us to cement a relationship. So you will do me a favour, and I will owe you a favour after this job.
Of
Wonderful.
course. That is.
Milk run?
Just...
Excellent. So there's a pair of hunters right now over in President Street, over on the east side of downtown. Now, they've been hunting a friend of mine for some time. I'm watching them right now on a drone camera, and she like flicks over the display to you all, and you can see this big like 4x4 vehicle with these guys sat inside. Now obviously they won't be working alone. These hunters never do. They're like rats or mice. You know, they operate in these big family networks. So just killing these two outright won't do us any good. I need you to investigate, interrogate them, find out where they're coming from, and root out this hunter family, clan, whatever you want to call it, in its entirety.
Kill them? Why would he... Why wouldn't we just ruin them?
Yeah.
Well, my friend doesn't take kindly to this sort of intrusion on his business. So these two in particular are to suffer eventually. But we want the entirety of this clan rooted out and eliminated discreetly, as always.
Well, of course. So when you say rooted out, do you mean killed, scattered to the winds, or do you mean something else?
Whatever you deem is most suitable and appropriate, but we want their operation rendered inoperable. They must be receiving finance and support from somewhere. We need to... Obviously, there'll be a number of hunters themselves that need to be stopped. But we don't want this operation to continue anymore in this city.
That can be arranged.
Excellent. As I said, they're over on President Street right now, so I'll leave it for you to take care of. And you can call me and let me know when the job is taken care of. Any questions?
Peachy.
And at this moment...
Do you know how large their clan is?
No idea. All we know is these two have been watching my friend's residence for some time.
So you don't know what kind of weapons they hold or anything, or just
Standard fare. I mean, these hunters do know what they're doing, so they will have the means to set you on fire, remove your head, stake your heart, etc. You can expect them to have access to garlic and silver nitrate.
Just out of character, do all those things actually hurt us? Or...
Yeah, I actually made this first. So just to cement the lore we're going with, like garlic, silver, brass, maybe some other metal compounds have a severe allergic reaction on your body, which can cause you to take damage.
Okay.
Sunlight will obviously hurt you. It'll burn away at you, as will ultraviolet lights, if they're in the
Oh,
right
Jesus.
spectrum.
Like we're talking shortwaves.
Like UVR, UVB rays, the right combination of them, the right intensity will cause you to have like the reaction, and it's like again like a severe allergic reaction which will cause you harm. If your head is removed from your body and your body is burnt, you will not be able to like regenerate effectively because the circulation in your body is no longer going around, and that will be how they end you. But mechanically wise, they'll need to use the other things to harm you enough until you're in like the death sleep state where your harm track is full before they can do like a killing blow on you and then try to like end you forever.
So,
But yes, being hunters, you would expect them to know all the tricks, or most of the tricks at least, on how to cause damage to vampires.
have they done anything other than observe, or have you seen them? Have they actually hunted yet?
They've killed a couple of fledglings, new bloods, similar to yourselves.
Well, in my line of business, my own line of business, when you have a problem like this, you make them the enemy of the public.
all right. So how do we do? Interesting.
Okay, well,
That's what I was like. Wait, how do we do the?
Yeah. I wasn't. I was waiting for someone else to say something.
yes, I mean, you take care of this however
Oh.
you feel is most appropriate, but it's a problem we very much need to nip in the bud before it gets out of hand.
No more
All
questions
right.
for me.
So, enemy of the state. Okay, let's just keep this going. So, shit. Did we tell? We already know we're located, right?
Yes, I mean, she sends you. You can now see the camera feed from a drone that she has, like watching the vehicle, and the geolocation of where it is. So it's I'm not sure exactly size. It's downtown Boston, so it's maybe like half a mile eastward. Baltimore, not Boston.
Anybody got a car?
No.
Uh,
I mean, a half
I
mile is like a
mean-
10-minute walk.
do we need cars? I mean,
Oh, I thought it was more than a half mile. Okay.
Needs to go there in person. I mean, it sounds like. I mean, okay, sure, we can collect a little information on them now. I'm just thinking, like, maybe it's better to maybe start a few investigations on them. Get them a little paranoid.
all right. So, it's the first one. Say we do the big guy. Never said out of character. You never said how tall they are. So,
Well, they're both in a car, so
uh,
it's hard to tell their exact height when they're sitting in a vehicle. Okay, so what do you want to do first?
Well, we know where they're at, so might as well watch them at least.
yeah.
Find out
Stake out.
whenever they drop their
Yeah.
guard or where they're based out of.
Or F, you should be the closest because no offense, you kind of look homeless.
Yeah.
I don't mean any offense, sir. Just
Anyways,
no, I'm being serious. Like you'll be the closest. See, like they actually see them. I mean, we can see them, but you know what I mean.
Might also
If
If
help
that makes any.
everyone if we remind ourselves what everyone's rules are. So
Yeah.
what they're a little better at doing.
I mean, I am the talky person, and that's why I'm just like,
The
maybe
muscles.
maybe we get
I
like,
guess I'm.
yeah.
Okay, you're the talker. We have the muscle. There's such thing as the intel.
I'm the snake.
It's kind of intel, isn't it? Because you're sneaking
Infiltrator,
about,
and then
hiding in.
the
Yeah.
techie there, Scaramanga, who is good
Yeah.
with kind of like the hacker, but hardware.
I didn't get the cyber stuff.
Sorry, Dave, what were you trying to say?
Oh, I don't. I was just my only thought right now on where to go forward is to just make these hunters seem crazy by the way of the public, so they're discredited to begin with, so we can start working their downfall. But you know, if they want to infiltrate them first, that's fine. I'm just gonna take the time to like see if I can make calls to important people, like maybe find if there's anybody willing to like how would I say this? Help me create some clearly real blackmail material to make them already seem a little less credible, and then later work on it's I had it all, it was in my head, now I'm trying to actually say it, it's not working. Fuck.
So the way it's usually structured with the runner, so there's the gathering information stage beforehand.
Never know.
To try and build up how many dice you're getting for the engagement roll. And then when you're ready to kind of like launch into action, we make the engagement roll based on that. And that sees us, just like Blades, what kind of situation we're in when the action kicks off. So if you want to like start making up contacts to call and reach out to and all that stuff, that would be the perfect time to do it.
I don't know what you said for like the first 5 seconds because it cut out.
I'm just saying the structure for this is kind of like Blades, where you do all like your investigation stuff beforehand to build up advantages for the engagement roll. Then the engagement roll is made when we're kind of getting into the action to see, you know, at what point trouble starts.
Okay.
So yeah, if you want to,
so-
if you want to like reach out to contacts and like ask questions and all that kind of stuff, just now this is the good time to do that.
Yeah, because my thought is like for my end of things is to basically arrange a huge conspiracy that will just completely to like embroil this family of hunters in the so much controversy and shit that if they try to fight it, they're just going to be seen as even crazier than they already are, and make them like spiral to the point where they start murdering like innocent civilians and like get hunted by like the authorities.
So if we assume you've expressed that desire for machinations to the others,
I mean, yeah, I that was kind of what I was implying before,
Yeah.
but yes.
That sounds good. Another idea is that are they going like? It's a very like on like Skid Row-ish place or.
no, it's sort of the financial district of downtown. So there's lots of
Yeah.
office buildings. It's where all the banks are headquartered and things like that. It's a very upmarket
Get
side
that
of town.
plan.
At night time, it kind of becomes a pseudo red light district as well, though. So there's a lot of hookers and stuff on the street corners.
Now you see what I'm thinking. Right. You can actually make some hooker thralls. You guys want me to?
So we've
Really
got
close to them.
we've got besmirch them and hooker thralls is 2 ideas so far. What about the
How
rest
about
of
I
you?
just like watch them and follow them wherever they go.
Can also tail
Good
them.
idea too.
Just kind of keep tabs on them.
I mean, all 3 of these things can happen. And what would you, Sorrento, what would your desire to do next entail?
Me?
Yes, you.
I like to just follow the crowd and see where it takes me.
So you're more waiting for the action to start.
Yes. I'm just like the muscle, and I like to smokes blood-soaked cigarettes. That's me. Yeah.
Real depth to
Sounds
the
awesome.
character, yeah. Okay, so the first thing then we're going to have Juliana. How do you want to begin this process? Who would you reach out to?
Well, the first thing I want to do is know about these guys. So the first thing would be like some PIs to give me like some dossiers on the family and these individuals, so I can better like tailor this kind of torment.
Okay, so who's your go-to info gatherer PI person?
He's a guy that goes by. Well, he's a guy that goes by Jimmy Azure.
Gee, I wonder
wait,
where
did
you
I
got
cut
that name
out?
from.
By Candle.
Okay, so you call up Jenny. Ah, Juliana. I take it this isn't a pleasure call.
No, it's business. There's a couple of guys I want you to investigate. Did you ever tell us the names of these hunters, by the way?
We don't know the names. We just know what they
Okay.
look like.
Okay. Yeah, well, there's these guys. These guys. They're really suspicious. I mean, they're like sitting here on You said it, no. You didn't call it President Street. You called it
President Street, that is what it's called.
Oh, it is President Street. Yeah, they're. Yeah, they're on President Streets, and they're like really creeping out some of these local people. I was hoping you could help me get some information on them so I can make them go away. They're
okay.
bad for some local businesses I like to support in the area.
Sure, I could look into it. Do you have a video or a photograph?
I presume we can get some pictures of them.
Well, you've got like a live stream of them right now, so you can just
Yeah.
snap
So
that,
I just, yeah, I sent him like a snapshot of that then.
All right, I'll I can run a facial recognition, see what I can come up with. I'll get back to you ASAP.
Thank you.
While that's happening, Glenn, did you want to go make a throw?
Yeah. The most prettiest one in the list.
Okay, so you head over to that area of town, and it's like grid, streets. Some of the main streets have like little crowds of guys and women, scantily dressed, even in the rain, huddled together underneath giant umbrellas and under the covering sticking out from the buildings that are closed this time of night. And every now and again, a vehicle will drive up, and they'll have a conversation. One will get in a car and drive off. So as you approach, what do you want to do?
Oh, I approach them and go, hey, you. I have all this wad of money. Wanna have some fun?
Cash? Aren't you old-fashioned?
Yeah.
She looks around. Don't you have a car?
I mean, and then I show her the credit. I'm like, I mean, we can always do this. I show her the big wad of credit.
Just
That what it is, though? Credit or...
Well, it'd be like a handful of USB sticks, basically, because that's what you're keeping money on, if it's not a digital device.
Yeah, at first I show the cast. I'm like, well, I mean, we can do these too. I show her
Sure. I've got a place where you can go. Yeah, follow me. She takes you like down a side street behind like one of the buildings. So, what does he want to do?
Oh, get close to her or kiss her. Right there, I start to kiss her on her neck, and then I hit her with the barrel, whatever.
Okay, so to betroth her, I mean, you can describe the actual process you need in order to do this.
Private, like what? Just
So you need to drink from her, but not drain her, obviously. And then usually there's an exchange of blood. Okay, so make me a roll to betroth. What rating do you have it at? 2.
Well, I'll describe it as just, take a bite out of her, and then she goes, "What the fuck?" And I just put my finger in her, and I'm like, mm-hmm. Now, rolling. How do you roll?
Okay, so do you have the macro? I may make buttons in the sheets and I forgot. Do you go macro
Oh,
directory on the left side of the macro bar? There should be a macro called make roll bots. Now you should be able to see it. Oh wait, that's changed track. Make roll. Now you should be able to see it.
Microbar.
There's one engagement make roll and then there's make roll bots. If you just drag that on your bar and then you click that, it should work.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't see it.
Right, I can't drag it there for you. You'll need to like find it and drag it yourself. So on the left side of your macro bar, there's like the macro directory icon. You click on that and you should get like a list of macros.
Hold on. Show what I see.
FX Master.
No, your hotbar at the bottom.
Where is it?
My screen?
Marcos?
I can see you making new macros. That's not it.
Where is it?
Yeah,
I need to look
At the-
screen.
Yeah, at the bottom of the screen, it's the bar with all the numbers.
Yes.
At the very left side of it, there's like a folder. You click on that.
Yeah.
and it should
Then a
pop
list
up
will come up,
your macros.
and you're looking for the one that's called make roll bots.
Alright. Oh,
and then you
I've
drag
got
that onto your bar.
Yeah, make sure it's the BOTS one.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Not the one called Make Roll.
No, it says make roll bots because it's blood on the streets.
okay.
It's not working. As in, I've got it there, but it's not.
Alright, I got it. So,
So your background won't apply because yours
Firepower.
is Wastelander. Your specialization won't apply because yours is the techie and this isn't a techie thing. But if you click on the one for use vampire power and then select your betrothal power and then roll that and it should do it. Excellent. So your blood's going to go up because that was the highest dice. But you make her into a thrall. She probably, pushes you away after you've like bitten and spat blood in her mouth or whatever. The fuck you doing, you freak?
I am making you mine. How you feeling?
Mine isn't working. My roll isn't working, by the way.
Have you got it dragged to your bar?
Yes,
And
it's at number 2.
And it's called make roll bots.
Yes, BOT and then
Yeah.
the capital S.
What's different from that one over the other Make Roll?
Because this one affects the blood and the hunger tracts, whereas the other one does like edge and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, mine's just not working, by the way.
Why would yours not be working? Oh wait, Sorrenta. Owner Laura. Does it work for everyone else?
Yeah,
let me do it-
mine
let me
pops
do
up
it
the thing.
test. It makes a pop up. I'm
Yeah,
not
if it
clicking
pops
roll,
up, it'll work, yeah.
The only
Pops
thing
up.
it says is like
It
my
pops up, but it doesn't let me roll it. Like, try making a roll, because it doesn't make me roll. It doesn't let me roll it. Have you guys tried making a roll yet?
What, with the micros or?
Yeah,
So
it
it
works.
Yeah.
It doesn't work for mine. It's not working.
I'm so happy you rolled those.
Well, that's because I wasn't adding any dice to it. Because if you don't add any dice to it, it's just doing like 2 dice and using the worst. So it's going to fail most of the time.
Regardless.
Yep, but it's not working.
Well, I'll
For me.
figure those out in a second because I don't know why it wouldn't work for you when it works for everyone else. That sounds like a you problem.
That's not made for
And
fun. It's not.
Well, I mean, it is, but we'll only figure out why in a second.
No.
But anyway, Scaramanga, yes, you can spend the time. You're going to make her into a thrall. I'm assuming it's not something that happens like instantaneously. It'll be something like over the
when
next.
she goes, "What the fuck?" and then she'll just feel very tipsy.
Mm-hmm. She's like, shit. And she's like
Mm.
steadying herself, put a hand on the wall, just blinking her eyes, obviously nauseated, and does it.
I'm like, it's gonna take a second. I'm sorry. And she'll probably just snap out. I'm like, there you go. Hi, I'm gonna need your help.
I,
She's a little
I feel
she's a little
weird.
confused, but she's like, okay.
Yeah, she feels weird and she doesn't know why, but when you ask her to do something, she feels strangely compelled to do so.
And take her by the hand. Like, come on, let's go.
She follows you out of the alleyway
It's crazy.
onto the street.
She's just so confused and happy, I guess, because thralls feel like excited to be around you.
Sure, I mean, I guess she'll start feeling as if, like, the drugs are kicking in, kind of thing. You know, there's a rush. Her senses feel more alert as the blood's, like, pumping through her and taking control.
Start asking her questions about her life. We can get to that later.
Sure, I mean, she'll answer any questions you ask her.
Yeah, I'll let you deal with that once it's my turn again, but
Yeah, you just ease her into it a little bit.
mhm.
Okay, rat face, what did you want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna find a kind of a secluded spot where where I'm not gonna be seen doing this, and I want to turn into mist.
Okay, make the roll. Enable vampire power and select which power you're using. So it knows how many dice to roll.
Okay. Specialization or anything like that apply, or
If you're sneaking, yeah, because you're the infiltrator.
yeah. Okay. I figured.
Okay, yeah, and this is on President Street or around that area, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you make yourself over there, and I mean, I don't know what you're drawing on, or if you fed recently, or if you didn't feed recently, or for whatever reason. But you start to like try to turn yourself into like this mist form, and as you're doing so, you know this guy, like African American, comes up to you, a big gold chain, and he's got like one of those rings that's got a name over 4 fingers. And he's like, "Hey, buddy, you can't be walking around here."
I'll just immediately kind of stumble and lean against the wall. Like I'm drunk or just not all there. Just kind of wave kind of dismissively at him, like, I don't want any trouble.
Well, if you ain't paying for my girls, you best get the fuck off this corner.
Yeah, sorry. I just, and I'll kind of stumble kind of in his direction. Is he alone?
He is alone, yes. There are other people like within earshot and line of sight, but he is alone.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to just immediately grab him and like keep him quiet. Like put a hand over his mouth and then just go for the throat.
So having failed your dice roll with all your dice, you now want to make a dice roll using dice. Okay.
Yes.
Excellent. On you go.
I'm trying to be stealthy with it, but I try to get rid of this dude.
Yes. You're trying to dispatch them. You can use, obviously, Infiltrator to sneak attack. What was your background? Activist? Yeah, it's not really going to help.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'll just fucking... Hey!
That is not a problem. What is it you're exactly wanting to do to him?
I'm literally just gonna drink him dry and then chuck him in the dumpster.
Okay, so if I can also draw people's attention, if you look at the journal and then click on rules, there's an entry down there called the bot's clan code, and that is all the rules to like keeping the code. One of them is like feeding in public, or leaving witnesses to feeding, or allowing evidence of vampirism. You pulled that off sneakily, so nobody like caught you feeding on them. But how you
I don't
dispose
actually see the rules.
Oh, I mean, it should be there. Just check ownership. Oh, that's not. I think
Sorry.
that defaults. No, no, that's good. Okay,
There we
now
go.
everyone should be able to see them. Yeah. So how you dispose of
I
the
can't
body?
see the. By the way, I'm gonna have to log in and out of this because I can't see anything in it.
Right. Okay. Yeah, how you dispose of the body is the important part now, because no one saw you feed on them, so that's fine. But you can't leave evidence, or you need to make it look like something else killed them if it wasn't you.
Yeah, if there's any way I can like maybe, I don't know if there's a way that vampires can heal over the bite marks, but yeah. If I could do that, I would absolutely try to disguise that.
You can't heal it over, but I mean, you could rip his throat out.
Okay, yeah, then I'll just take a knife and just like cut over, especially targeting that where I bit him. That way it looks like he just had his throat slashed.
Okay, and then chuck him in the dumpster.
Yeah.
Right, okay, yeah, I'm...
Okay, I logged in and logged out again. I can make a roll now
Okay,
for
good.
stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, in future, if it's not working like that, if you just hit F5 to refresh the browser page, that ought to fix it. Because it works just like a website.
Okay. Can I do something?
Yes, since Ratface had to just commit murder instead of sneaking up.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes.
So, Sorrento, what would you like to do as your fact finding?
Okay. Is there what's I'm gonna call up Big Fat Chump.
I'm assuming that's
Wait,
not a name he gives himself.
Yeah, but that's what I call him because he's fat.
Right, and who is he? What does he do?
He's just one of those he's a sort of criminal, street criminal. He just kind of
Like a snitch.
he knows then yeah.
Okay. You call him up. Oh, you again.
Hey, I'm looking for some information on this, and I say the guy's name and
You
stuff.
don't know the name. You've only got the picture.
Okay.
Or
I
video.
show him the picture. I just like what's called show him the picture. It's a video call, so.
Okay, yeah, he looks at it
Do
for a
you know
second.
this guy?
I don't know these guys. I mean, it's a bit dark, but I don't know these guys. I don't think. Why are they cops?
They could be. I will. What's called? I'll get you some blood if you, what's called, find out anything you can about this.
I got to see a snitch
This
and
guy.
a vampire.
Yes,
Okay, so what clan's he in?
he is in. What are all the clans again?
The clans are also listed in that journal.
Okay, 2-6.
Juliana, do you want me to make a roll for your guy to see how much information he can get you?
Sure. Would my why does it say background's undefined? I guess specialization would come in here.
Since you're talking, yes.
Okay.
And help from an ally, because it's literally an ally that's helping you.
Is there another tick for that, or just the same tick?
There's a tick for it near the bottom there.
Oh, there it is. Help from an ally. Okay, let's see.
All right, so he will call you back after probably 40 minutes, an hour maybe. Okay, yeah, I can't find any records on these guys. Their face recognition isn't coming up for anything. So they don't have any cops records, no credit record, anything like that. I mean, these guys are ghosts, or definitely not from the sprawl.
Okay, well that's just suspicious.
I was going to say they're what's called he's from the Black Moon.
The extremist faction that wants to destroy humanity.
Yes.
That's your snitch that helps you.
That's my snitch. Yeah.
You're going to have to tell me why is the snitch that helps you then, because that doesn't make sense.
How does it not make sense?
Well, why a snitch is a vampire in the first place doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Because he's ex Black Moon because he was thrown out of there.
Right, okay. Because he wasn't extreme enough?
Yes.
Okay, so he's not really a
And
snitch then, he's
he
more like an
wasn't-
info
he
guy.
wasn't he was more of a liability as well because he just did things, in public that was
Well, they want to
there
do things in
wasn't
public,
anything.
that's what they want. Because they don't
Yeah.
believe in hiding.
I suppose that's true.
So if he wasn't extreme enough...
No, he's not let's see, he's not a vampire actually.
Okay, so he's a human snitch that you bully around. Okay, so in
Yeah,
which case you
yeah.
don't want to tell him vampire things. Because that would also be breaking the
No.
code.
Okay. So I say to him I'll do him a favour if he needs it. So
I'm going to assume at the moment neither you nor him owe each other anything. You're broken even, so it's a
No.
clean slate anyway.
no. Yeah.
I mean, okay, what are these guys? What are they doing? I can ask around, but, I need to know who to ask.
Just ask people where
Cops? Are they pimps? Are they gangsters? Like, who are they?
Well, they're gangsters, so yeah.
All right. And where's this? Where are they? Like, what area are they operating in?
The outskirts of the city.
All right, subs. Okay, all right. Okay, you make an inquiry. You want to make a roll for him?
Okay.
You can use your background. That's the only one you're going to tick. Oh, and help for an ally, sorry. Okay, so I want you to mark 1 heat. So he will get back to you, but obviously him making
Okay.
inquiries is going to attract a lot of attention. He will take a lot longer to get back than Juliana's contact because he's got to call around and speak to people, which is going to take a while. So we'll come back to you in a bit. But when he comes back to you, he will have some information about them. Juliana, you wait like
I
40
was
minutes.
gonna say I can't add the heat. It's not letting me.
Oh, right, yeah. I need the button for that too. Hang on. Change track. I need... Where's your character? I need Dilly, guys.
Hmm?
Okay, that's... Should do it.
Still can't. add.
As there, when you refresh your sheet, you'll see it. Okay, so yeah, Juliana, you're waiting 40 minutes an hour for him to get back to you. During that time, Sakramunga makes his thrall, but I guess Ratface, you've kind of encountered this guy and killed him quicker time than that. So what do you do after you dump this guy in a dumpster?
Yeah. Try to go invisible or like turn into mist again.
Okay, so make the
At
roll
least
again.
try to.
Honey, it's still not letting me do it.
Oh my god.
It's there, Laura. I can see it.
It's not doing it.
But I can see it, so I know it's there. That's fine.
Hmm.
Yeah, Ratface. I mean, you're
okay.
huffing and puffing and till you're like red in the face, metaphorically. But your mist power, I guess you just can't get up at this point in time.
Yeah, whatever. I'll just fucking watch them from the alleyway. Then I'll just like sit down on the street, huddled up like a beggar. Just keep an eye.
So considering that we have, I'll put you on this scene, since we have you and Sakramunga in the area, you can see the vehicle is this big 4x4 that they're like sat in. And you've both got eyes on it because you're on that street, which is a very long street. And Sakramunga, you have your thrall. So what would you like to do?
I would like her to approach the. You said it's a big truck or just
Yeah, a big Jeep thing.
Yeah, approach a big truck. You know, she asks them for favors and stuff, but while she's doing that, she's looking around in the truck to see if there's any anything. Would that be okay, or?
Okay, so you just want her to go up and ask them if they're looking for business, and just scope out what they've got there.
Yes.
We don't need a roll for that because she's going to be able to just like walk up there and do that because that's what she does. They'll tell her if fuck off, they're not looking for business, you know. She scans the vehicle. She can see that they have like a sheet, like a blanket or something, over something in the back, which may or may not be guns. But there's like equipment that she can't tell exactly what it is with this blanket like thrown over it, but she can make out like the hard corners and shapes of it.
I relay that to my team. We got comms, right?
Yeah, you all have like comm links.
Yeah, I relay that to my team. So we
Honey.
already knew that they were.
Yes,
I've
Laura.
logged in and I've logged in and out, okay, and it's still not adding the heat. It's not working.
Yeah, about that. Let me see.
Okay, it's because the token link was not there. I do it now. Now you will have it, Serenta. Yes, Clem. What else have you seen?
Yeah, you said to add the blood. Yeah, I think it didn't work, but
It's
I think
still
you already
not
did it.
working.
Current blood is at 0. I mean, is there a way to amp the blood or?
Serenta, you do have heat because when I hover, I can see it, and when I refresh your sheet, I can see it.
Is it one heat?
Okay.
Oh, I
Yes.
can see it now. One heat.
Scaramanga. Yeah, your blood didn't get added actually. I will just do it manually.
You added the heat, didn't you?
Yes, I added the heat because I had to.
Yeah, I know you had to, but I'm just saying you added the heat. What's good? It wasn't working on mine.
Okay, there's Scaramangas. I don't know why that didn't add up. I think it added it to the token, but the token wasn't linked, and that's what it was. Yeah, so you get that information, you tell everybody else. So they have gear in the back of the truck, in the back seat, so they can reach it easily.
All right, I tell that to the group. What should we do now?
And you can probably see Ratface sitting across the street, huddled under one of the doorways.
RF, how's it going over there?
Yeah, I can see it too from where I am at.
I think as well, with you both being vampires, when you're in this proximity to them, you can tell that they're both humans as well, because you can smell that body odor smell that humans have. You can sense the heat off them, and you can like hear their hearts beating.
Oh, yeah, with that detail, are their heartbeats steady, or are they a little bit more heightened, or
They're pretty steady, yeah.
okay, so they're pretty relaxed. Not on edge, at least.
I mean, they might be on edge, but they're not. You know, the adrenaline isn't pumping. They're not
Yeah,
on edge, ready to go, kind of thing.
yeah. They're not nervous.
So they, as well, I mean, because you can see both, they're positioned across the street from one of the office buildings. Lights are on in a lot of these office buildings, even when there isn't anyone in. And now and again, they pull out like a visor thing. So clearly they don't have the augment, but they pull like a visor thing and then look up at some of the floors on the building.
Oh boy.
You just want to wait out and watch them for a while until
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
contact the
I
visor.
think I think Ratface is just gonna stay on them. Just watch them, see what they're doing, and if they go anywhere, he's gonna try to follow them.
One of them will get up and walk a couple of blocks down to like a coffee shop and get a couple of coffees and donuts and brings that back to the car at one point. But other than that, they stay where they are watching the building.
Okay, so they're
Sorrenta, eventually your contact, Big Fat Chump, whose real name is Joe, gets back to you. Yeah, so I've flashed your picture around, and one of these guys was a ganger in one of the gangs. He's in a Hispanic gang. So his name is Mendez, Joey Mendez. Or at least it looks like him. But I mean, he's he's not like running the streets or anything like that anymore. But that's who I think he is.
that's useful to know.
So that's to you, Laura.
What were you saying?
Oh, for fuck's sake!
What did you say? You
He
were
calls you
mumbling?
back
I
and
couldn't-
says he recognizes, or somebody recognizes him. He's a Hispanic gangster, or at least was in a gang, and his name is Joey Mendez.
Okay, great. Okay, thanks for that. And if you need a favor in the future, come to me.
Oh, I will. Sure thing.
Okay, thanks. Okay, his name is Joey Mendez, and he works as part of a gang.
Yeah, that's useful.
Okay.
Think we can look up where he might live, or
Well-
where this gang's turf might be.
Was there anyone else you wanted to reach out
Yeah.
to, Juliana? I keep calling you Juliana, it's Juliana.
It's Juliana with an I.
Yeah.
Well, the PI angle didn't work.
But
And if he
Sorrenta,
doesn't have...
Sorrenta gives you a name you could follow up on if you wanted.
Sure. And that would be...
The Joey Mendez.
Joey Mendez.
Oh, okay. Now I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay. Well, in that case, would it be possible to, I guess what could be an option is, see, I have this stupid idea, which is to try and get any like dumb young influencer trying to make their break to do a challenge video right in front of them to get them to react in some way, so we have an idea on what they do when agitated. That's the stupid idea.
My only thing with that would be a stretch trying to get someone at this time of night in this particular part of town for that particular thing. But you could try.
Nah. In that case, I suppose the next thing to do is to probably like reach out to like black marketeers, smugglers, and see if they know anything about this name.
So who is your black market fence type kind of guy that you go to, or girl?
A guy. He's like a Japanese guy called Ken.
I'm gonna call him Japanese Ken. Okay, you give Ken a
Jesus
call.
Christ.
Yep. Ah, Juliana, it's been a while. How are things
Hey.
going for you?
Oh, they're lovely. They're peachy. You know, I just had this great party on at this rooftop garden, and it was like unbelievable.
Oh,
You wouldn't
you didn't-
believe the champagne.
you should invite me when you're having a party like that. You know I'm always up for a good time.
I wasn't the host. It was someone else.
Well, still, I don't mind being a +1. But anyway, how can I help you?
Well, perhaps you could be a +1 if you do a little bit of looking for me for a guy called Mendez. And the first name was
Joey.
again
Joey, yeah.
Joey. Okay, yeah, Joey Mendez.
Mendez. I'm gonna deal with a lot of Hispanics, but okay. What's this guy into?
That's the thing I want to know. He seems to be causing some troubles in the local status quo, you could say.
All right, one of those types. Well, I don't like people bringing heat on my market, so or in my business. Okay, so why don't you make a roll here?
Okay. Ally specialist.
Yeah, actually, I had a guy a few weeks ago, and I think that was his name or something similar. And he was going around and he was buying up. He was looking for weapons, but they were like modified, so they were firing like projectiles, like a shotgun that fires like larger slugs, custom made, and crossbows. I mean, I don't get a lot of people looking for crossbows these days.
Yeah, it's a silent weapon. You can get rid of the ammunition quickly. I understand why you'd want to do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's messy, and you know, you're gonna be able to chase something like that. But yeah, he buying a whole bunch of those things. Let's see. He gives you an address where he met the guy. So it's at a hotel on the like north side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's from or anything like that, but the guy, and he had a few friends with him, and this is where I had to meet them to make where the sale was made. But yeah, a whole bunch of unusual weapons they were looking for.
That's strange. But thank you for letting me know.
I'm gonna give you a heat also for that.
Okay. Why isn't my sheet updating like heat and stuff?
It should have heat on it now. You might need to refresh it.
There it is.
Keep a button on the sheet for this stuff. Okay, so if you guys are going to continue watching them, they're going to sit there all night because whoever they're watching isn't leaving the building. And dawn will be approaching soon.
What is the building that they're watching?
It is a bank, like office block, which will be a subsidiary of Second Berkeley.
Of course it is. Can we use gear or loadout, or is that not
once
for
we
the-
get into like the action plan of it part,
Okay.
but I mean you can have stuff that you want to use, yeah, as long as there's nothing too out there.
I was gonna say like a tracker.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. You want to make a sneak roll to see if you can plant the tracker on the vehicle?
Yeah.
You can have help from an ally if you want to use Scaramanga's thrall to help distract.
Yeah.
Since you don't seem to be able to roll a success today.
Yeah, seems to be the thing. Any other bonuses?
So your specialization, help from an ally.
Yeah. Alright.
Wow.
Fuck's sakes. It's like shade all over again.
Kinda, yeah. Let me just check something. Specialization, help from an ally.
Rudder
Yeah,
just
no,
hates
definitely
me.
just you, yeah. Okay, so Scaramanga, your throw goes up, kind of walks past, and just makes a distraction. Maybe pretending that she like stumbles or something like that, and screams, "You son of a bitch!" and like smacks her shoe off the sidewalk. As Ratface goes up behind the vehicle, one of the guys catches your reflection, because you have reflections, I should have stated that, in the wing mirror. And he like pads the other guy's shoulder and like leaps out of the vehicle and like reaches for a pistol as he comes around the side of the vehicle to where you are at, Ratface, just as you're kind of crouching behind it. What do you want to do?
I think I better start running.
Crap, we didn't get any gear.
You know what?
We didn't.
I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna try to turn it to mist.
Okay.
Just as soon as he sees me, just
Poof, disappeared. Yep, I see it.
eventually I'm gonna get a fucking success. Motherfucker!
If other people hadn't been succeeding, I'd be worried the macro wasn't working, but it's clearly just you.
Bruh.
Can you do another couple of rolls with things clicked just to make
Yeah.
sure that you can get successes? Because it's the
Just-
same
yeah,
macro we
so
used in the other
specialization,
campaign, so
yeah.
it shouldn't be any different, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, it's just
Bruh.
true.
Amazing.
You're like, panic, shit! What do you do when you try to turn in a mist? Like, are you flapping your arms around and it's just not happening? Like, what does it look like?
I think I just try to like. I'm just like trying to will my body to just disintegrate into mist, and it just, for whatever reason, the blood's just not listening.
So maybe like closing your eyes and just trying to relax enough that you just fade into mist.
Yeah.
But you're too,
and I
maybe you're
guess-
too like worked up, and it's like,
Yeah.
you just stand there with your eyes
yeah.
closed, like, and he comes around the
Trying
corner,
to force it.
pistol raised out, pointed at you. He's like, get on the fucking floor!
No.
I mean, given you're a rat face, he's going to see you're a vampire. And he's going to yell
Yeah.
like, Joey, we got one! And he lets out a shot.
Shit.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'll just fucking take off running down an alleyway.
Make a roll to see if you can do that before you get shot.
Yeah. Because
That's when I can make a shot. Never mind.
I do have catwalk. I don't know if that helps with
It's
dodging.
for like, that would have been for your sneaking up. Because it's
Oh.
like tightrope walking and being silent and stuff.
Oh, well, shit, I could have used that. Oh, well. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna... He's already knows I'm a vampire, so I'm just gonna straight up, quickly scamper up a wall.
Okay, yeah, use
Hopefully
your wall
break
crawl.
line of
Yep,
sight.
yep. There you go.
Unfucking-believable.
Okay, so we're going to give you heat because you realized you're a
Yeah.
vampire and ran up a wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lets out a shot, bang bang, you run to the side and just run like straight up a vertical surface over the top of onto the roof, out of sight.
Yeah. Fuck's sakes.
The shots go out, what do the rest you want to do?
I want to see if I had a good shot at him. Shot at
When he's out of the car,
rat.
sure, and as he's yelling, the other guy gets out the other side of the vehicle, so you can clearly see the two of them in the street.
and pick a loadout. So I just announce what I have.
We won't do loadout yet because you're actually not in the action yet. This is just the investigation
Okay,
part.
never mind then.
Can I just like, you know, just push them out the way, just like throw them at the other end of the
You can run up and grab
street?
them and try to throw them before they shoot you if you want.
Yes, yeah, that would be.
Okay, so what did you want to do, Glim?
Oh, I was gonna whip out my platinum mag and shoot him.
Right, okay,
Magnum.
yeah, you can also do that. Okay, Laura, so you're going to be rolling your specialization. Use vampire power, select speed or strength, either one will apply.
I'm gonna use strength.
Okay, and then also click on take heat, and then roll that. So specialization, vampire power, the vampire power you're using, and take heat, all checked, and then roll with that. Yes, you can describe to me exactly what you do to them. That is going to go without a hitch. Laura.
Oh, sorry. I just go up, run up to them, grab them both, and then smash their heads together, and you know they just crack like, you know, a pineapple.
Are you
not a
killing
coconut?
them?
I mean, yes.
We were supposed to interrogate them.
Okay, so you run up, grab them.
No, I'm not gonna kill them. I'm just gonna knock them out, and then we can take them away.
Sure, okay. It's not a movie, so you don't really knock them out. You stun them for a moment by smacking them together so hard one of them fractures his skull.
Yeah.
And then you drop them to the ground. Scaramanga, you've got your pistol pulled out as she does this right in front of you. What would you like to do?
I was gonna go for the kill shot, but I kneecap him.
Just walk over, kneecap the guy as he's on the ground, and he like pulls his knee up and screams in pain.
I just go shh. And I take a bite out of him.
Just for good measure.
Yeah, I use blood memory, so.
That will actually work very well for you. 1 second, I need to give. These aren't tokens.
That was the most pimp shit I ever did. I just walked over, kneecapped him, and then took a bite out of him.
Takes too long for me to do it this way. I don't know why the roll isn't adding it properly. You want to make a roll for me for your blood memory? It's going to work. It's just to see how like much you get off him, basically.
Alright, so firepower check.
And then just choose the power.
And that's about it.
Yeah, just choose the power and then roll it. Oh, yeah, you bite into him and instantly your mouth just burns and sizzles. He has something in his bloodstream as like a vampire like repellent. Maybe it's
I'm like, oh, mother.
yeah, it might be Ravane, it might be garlic. Whatever it is he's got, it's like toxic and it just burns your mouth and causes pain as you bite into him.
Oh, I punch him in the face. Ow, mother. Oh, God.
And he just starts laughing. He's like, hey, you bloodsucking son of a bitch.
Oh, I punch him in the face. Bitch. Son of a bitch.
So you two have both these guys down in the street. One of them's been shot in the leg. What do you just want to
I
do?
just punched
People
because I was
who
in
are like at the street corners or whatever, and it's a lot less than now because it's much later in the night. But the few that are around are just kind of like, oh shit, not my business, and kind of like walking away and stuff. Try to put as much distance between what's happening and themselves as possible. But you did let off a gunshot, so there has been a loud noise.
Guys, we need to go. Sun's gonna be up soon, and we gotta interrogate these two.
Alright, let's take him. Oh, wait, hold on. Alright, here you go. Yeah. I don't know what he had, but it hurt. Anyone? Sorry.
Oh, well, okay, I guess we should go.
Yeah, let's take them and let's go.
Okay, so how do you want to take them?
Take them, just take them. Okay,
Do you want to throw them in the car? Do you want to drag them away?
throw in the car. Sure, might as well.
Okay, so Sorrento and Scaramanga, you throw them in the back of the car. You just get in the car, slam the doors shut, and drive off with the vehicle. Where are we going? Sun's coming up, so where do you go when the sun's coming up? Bearing in mind you don't have your own, like, proper assets holdings yet.
Brayden, where you live? That's the thrall's name.
I got
Where
a
do
place.
I live?
Oh no, the thrall. I share an apartment with my girlfriend over on She Motions to where the street is. It's like a low income area.
I'm like, alright. Shit. Now I feel terrible.
So you're going to the thrall's place?
I mean, is it the upstairs apartment or downstairs apartment?
It's up on the 3rd floor.
Shit. Heat rises, so...
So I mean,
Thoughts?
where does Scaramanga sleep during the day?
in the hospital.
Oh yeah, you're in the hospital basement, yeah. So I mean, you could go there if you want.
Okay.
I just gotta make sure that we, disarm and make sure the humans don't escape while we're sleeping.
Wait, are they still cussing and stuff?
Well, one's been shown the kneecap. Yeah, so Sorrento, you shove them in the back seat. Obviously, they had all that gear in the back seat. So what do you do when you throw them in the back seat to make sure they don't cause trouble?
So that they don't cause trouble?
Yeah, because
Did
all
you
their
say?
gear is in the back seat where you just threw them. So what are you going to do to make sure they don't, shoot you in the back or
Well,
something?
I'm taking all their gear away from them.
How so? You throwing it out the window? You just pulling it off into the front seat? I mean, what's the deal here?
I'm just throwing it at what's called dismantling it.
Alright, so you grab it, it's like a crossbow, you snap it off in half. They got like
Yeah.
stakes and stuff, you just like snap them in half.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they're hunters, they're not just going to let you drive off with them, they're going to fight you every inch of the way.
Yeah.
They do have restraints that they will have in the back.
Well, I feel like in the back I'm just getting rid of it all, just snapping it. It's just
Like, just
yeah.
breaking it so they can't do anything. But how are you restraining them?
Well, and they kind of come to. I'm just like, what's called putting them back to sleep again. A wee punch in the nose.
Right, but punching those won't put you to sleep.
Yeah.
Generally, if you hit someone hard enough to knock them out, you're going to cause severe damage. Or you're going to kill them from, hitting them too hard. So you want to just, like, restrain them.
Yeah.
But I'm asking, how would you restrain two guys? You're strong enough to do it, but, like, how do you do it?
Well, I just get they've got rope, so I've just tie them both together.
Okay, yeah, you grab the rope that they have there, just a length of rope, and it burns your hand when you touch it.
Okay.
And the two of them, like, laugh again, and one of them starts, like,
Yeah.
kicking at the side of the door, trying to bust the door open.
Well,
And
I
I
see that they've got spray. They've got garlic spray, so I just spray it in their eyes.
Okay, and it works kind of like pepper spray, and it'll sting their eyes, sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
So much for biting them.
That's a good fighting them because we want to keep them alive, and this is just like spraying their eyes.
You want to make me a roll, since you're just going to basically struggle with them the whole way, because you don't seem to have a clear way to restrain them.
Oh, are you talking about me?
Yes. Well, you're the muscle.
Okay. Well, why can't I would rather just like knock them out cold.
But you can't just knock people out cold in real life. It doesn't really happen that way. You can try it by like punching them really hard, but you might kill them here.
What are you talking about? You can do something like that.
You can knock people out, but they'll knock out for like 30 seconds and then they come back.
Yeah, you choke them out and let them, and then you take advantage of that time to bind them.
Yeah, but I kept asking her just how did she restrain them, and she can't tell me.
Okay, but well, what I'm gonna do is, I see that they've got some sort of syringe thing. I'm just gonna take some of their blood.
Right.
So that they're weak.
Well, you need to take a lot of blood.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that is a good idea. Give me that syringe once you're done.
Yeah.
But that's like take
That's
a
what I'm
syringe,
doing.
squirt it out, take a syringe, squirt it out. You're
Yeah.
not doing a lot at a time.
The hell?
Can I
That's
just-
wasting money. That's wasting food. What are you doing?
Never mind.
Okay,
Never mind. I'll let them do it.
right. Okay, do you know what I'm gonna do? Actually, right, I'm just gonna what's called, break one of their legs. That's the best thing to do, is it not? That means they're still alive. They still can talk. They just got a broken leg each.
Well, Dave's trying to do something as well.
Oh, you trying to suggest.
Okay, Dave, what
something
do you
else.
want to do?
Okay, so I like the first idea of taking their blood. Just give me the syringe, because I can do blood memory. And as for the breaking of the legs, I mean, that's a
And
okay.
so
Now-
I hadn't
go ahead.
asked Ileana because she wasn't in the car with the other two guys. Because I was assuming you were like talking to your contacts and stuff at a different spot.
Yeah.
So they'll tell
Okay.
you that they're taking these guys to the hospital, so you and Ratface can meet them there at the hospital if you want.
Oh, to my orders of operations. Okay, let's go.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Well. Okay. I guess we're going this direction.
Ileana and Ratface, you get to the hospital, and it's like the basement area in the hospital is where Scaramanga sleeps, right? Like a disused kind of area.
Would it be okay if it looks luxurious or just?
No, it's not gonna be luxurious. It's a
Looks-
hospital basement.
Shit, maybe it looks fancy. Shit, I pimped it out.
Yeah, sure.
Jeez.
Okay, it's got an old couch, some chairs, a card table,
Okay,
a mound of dirt that you sleep in.
wow.
Sorrenta comes dragging these two guys in. They both have a leg broken. One of them has a gunshot wound to the knee. He's bleeding profusely. They've had their heads smacked and banged together so many times they're like black and blue, and one of them clearly has a fractured skull. And she drags them into this hospital basement and throws them on the floor in front of you.
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
man, my carpet. Oh well, Sabrina, go get some syringes.
Yeah, I go get some syringes.
Some syringes and rubber tubing or tourniquet.
They are like cussing and spitting at you all.
I slap them gently. Shut up! Don't tell me a slap is gonna kill them.
No, just a regular slap won't kill them.
I'm like, shut up.
One of them starts to like pray.
Praying hurt us.
He's praying something in Latin.
Well, I cover his mouth. I'm like,
The other one who's been shot in
face
the knee
covered.
and had his leg broken just like spits in your direction. It's like, why don't you just fucking kill us and get it over with?
Why don't you just give me some blood? Wait, he spits on me blood?
He spits saliva at you. Well, I suppose blood, going by how many times Serena's punched them. Anyway, they get
not
thrown on the
yet.
floor in front of them, so Ratface and Ileana, what do you want to do with them?
Can I use which one was? Use enchant to command them to just sleep.
Yeah, I guess if you roll well enough, yeah.
I mean, that's my thought right now is to
Yeah.
shut them up for now.
Yeah. Feels like-
Alternatively, have one
Yep.
choke the other out.
Not enough that they're beating them up, you've got to have them kill each other as well.
Bring
Yeah,
it back.
give me a roll for that then.
Okay. Guess that's a specialization.
Specialization, because you're just talking, yeah. And then your enable vampire
Vampire
power, and then select which power it is.
Just like grab one of them by the just like lean in, like facing one of them, getting right in his face, and just say, "Go to sleep."
Yeah, you can see them, there's like a moment of just like sheer confusion as their mind is like overwhelmed, and then it just like relaxes and just like fades into a deep sleep. And the other one like panicked, and he's like, what the fuck did you do to him, you sick fuck? And you do the same thing to him.
Well,
Now they're quiet. Now we can plan.
all right. Brandon, bring back the stuff.
Yep.
Dodd?
Which stuff?
I asked her to go get syringes and tourniquets.
Yes,
Yeah,
you're in a
that's
hospital,
right.
you can have them,
Which
yeah.
I got them for you. I bring them to you.
How did you have them?
They're lying around in your hospital base, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have them.
All right. So we take a syringe. Well, take one syringe and take it out of Mr. Garlic throat. Where the fuck? Take another syringe. Give it to the other guy. Okay. Let's try this again. Spray garlic next blood on my tongue. Blood memory again. Do I have to roll for that?
Yes, you roll for it to see how deep the memories are. And if you fail, it's just the mixture's going to burn you again.
Oh god. Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, I mean, you're
Okay, this
taking
guy-
his tainted blood and spray it into your mouth voluntarily, causing yourself harm.
Arm again, okay. Yeah, there's something going on with their blood. Anyone want to try it? What about you, Ratface? You want to try it?
It literally burns you. Why would I try it?
It's a good high. I don't know, man.
No. Why? What? Why are we trying to get high? We're trying to interrogate them and also restrain them so that they don't kill us in our sleep.
Sarcasm required. So, any other ideas? You can always like check their pop. Well, then again, they probably don't have information unless they do.
Well, since everyone's been messing around with their blood, I'll go ahead and check their pockets.
So they have their phones are called links, obviously. They have cards for making payments with. They also have cash on them, which is kind of unusual. One of them has a
Give me
little
that.
baggie with cocaine in it. And
It's
they
useful on
have
the street.
all manner of like knives, crucifixes, powdered garlic, powdered silver, little pouches and vials of it in their jackets.
Ratface, you can keep these knives if you want.
Oh, that's not really important at the moment.
I know. We're gonna figure this. I mean, I can try it again, but or that, I didn't try the other guys though.
Well, I'm assuming
Yeah,
you tried
you go ahead and do that.
blood at some point or other, and it's the same thing. Like they've obviously taken something to make their
I
blood
tried garlic
poisonous.
next. Yeah. Shit.
I'm gonna check their com links because and if it's like fingerprints or whatever, I'll obviously just
Yeah,
press their
I
fingers up against
I
it.
think fingerprints probably the simplest thing there, which you can activate to unlock their phone. Yeah, you
just
can.
gonna
These comms, they don't seem to have a lot of numbers, but the numbers they have on them, they've been in quite a lot of contact with through text and phone calls.
I take that money that he got from one of them, and I give it to Sabrina. I'm like, Sabrina, go home. Okay, go home. Here's some money, and yeah,
She,
have
yeah,
a good time.
yeah, the hooker that's been standing there this whole time, worried about what to do, just kind of, yes, of course. It just makes her way as quickly as possible out of the building.
And give her the money and go.
She's still like your thrall, right? She's not gonna start talking.
She's not, I mean, unless you want me to.
Yeah, once a thrall, always a thrall.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm. Is there any way I can trace these? Obviously, it's a long shot, but is there any way I could trace like a location from these comlinks at all?
You can try. It would have been easier if you had a hacker, but you can try.
Yeah.
Because obviously,
Yeah,
there's
well-
all manner of software and apps and stuff you can use for things.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and try. A long shot, though it might be. Never know. I could get lucky. I guess, specialization? No?
Not your specialization because you're not a hacker.
Yeah. Maybe if I use some, like, gear or something, like,
If you can tell me what the gear or software is, yes.
I guess, trace user.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and that's all I got, race, basically. Yeah, okay. Was a long shot.
Yeah, no. If you really
Weird.
want, you could pay like the subscription service to this app, and it might give you a more detailed readout of information. But just punching in like the number and the com codes for the comlink doesn't give you any hits.
Okay. Might have to call up a contact in the morning, but or the next night. Is there enough space for all of us to sleep here, or do we have to make our way to our own places?
Sadly, I only have one pile of dirt, as you say. So I'm sorry. A lot of company at times.
Well, I mean, you could all rest here. Yeah. You're not going to be able to recover anything, but I don't think any of you, except Scaramanga, have anything
No.
to recover anyway.
Yeah. Alright, cool. I'll just,
It's cool, it's dark, it's underground, it's most of what you need to rest for the day.
Dirt covers.
Do you want to do anything
You know
about
what?
these two guys that are asleep before you go to sleep?
What kind of facility is this anyway? You said it was medical, but like what else? I'm asking because if this is like the morgue or something, we could put them in those like body lockers to keep them like separated and out of the way for a few hours.
Yeah, I mean, it's Glim's place, so I mean, he can describe what it is. It was described to me as an abandoned or disused hospital basement.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a disused hospital, but I mean, it's still active. It's just people don't go in here much. Oh yeah, I could say there's a morgue there, but it's just walled off.
I'm just thinking about like what kind of like facilities are here that we can make use of to because I would hate to spend the day here. These guys wake up, get free, and just kill us while we're asleep. That seems like a really stupid idea.
yeah.
I mean, without a doubt, there would be closets of some kind because a hospital is full of walk-in closets and things like that.
Yeah. But like, is there like something to keep the doors shut and secure? Also, can we restrain them? Also,
I don't want to sound gross, but we need to strip them because I don't want them to have anything
Yeah.
they can just latch on. and
well,
grab.
that was one of the ideas: is put them in a position where they need to hesitate before going out into public.
Okay, one of you at least begins to strip them while the rest of you are like looking for a way to secure them, right? And very quickly, as you take their shirts off, you see they both have very similar looking tattoos. It's a tattoo of a hill with a crucifix on it and a rising sun.
Definitely make a note of that. The rope burned Sorrento when she tried to grab it.
Yes, it seems to have been coated in Ravane or garlic or something.
I am going to wrap my hands in. I'm like gonna take off like a scarf or whatever. I'm gonna wrap my hand up.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah. And I'm going to see if that still burns.
No, it won't burn through the sheets if you protect your hands.
Fantastic. I will then quickly tie them up, hands behind their back, tied to their ankles. Yeah, I am full on immobilizing them. Like their feet are going to be tied to their hands and then behind their backs.
Not a problem at all. Yes, you can have them bound and tied that way. Additionally, if you want, there will be like walk-in storage closets and stuff which lock from the outside. I guess, I mean, you could. I don't think they would have like a disused morgue. But I mean, from here you would be able to access the hospital's morgue or refrigeration units, but there would be the chance of discovery.
Yeah.
Hey, is there like a way we can jury rig some like EKGs or defib units to like shock them if they try to get out?
I mean, you could steal one, I think, from the hospital. Yeah.
Because my thought is like we should also like dissuade them from leaving.
Well, yeah.
More torture. Okay.
They're gonna have a really hard time
You
walking
say
away anyways.
torture,
But
I call it a war solution.
this is fair.
I don't subscribe to the International Criminal Court. It's not a crime.
I mean, technically we're dead. That does make us exempt.
You can definitely swipe something from the hospital to do that if you wanted, yeah. I don't think that's a problem.
All right. Yeah, no, that's my thought right now.
Yeah, just work. Ratface is just gonna help secure the two humans before we fall asleep.
That's like the tattoo that they have.
Nice.
They don't have exactly the same tattoo, but they're similar like motifs.
All right. Well, I will set it up before I let myself go for the evening.
So, come the following night when you rise, these guys, I mean, they're conscious by now, hog-tied, I'm assuming like muffled, and you can hear them kind of like moving around or trying to roll around inside whenever you've like locked them up. They haven't managed to escape.
Like awfully loud.
No, just like shuffles and thuds. You know, I mean, they've probably been at it all day and they're exhausted. They also have broken legs and stuff like that, so they're not in a good state.
Yeah. Definitely bound in a very uncomfortable position for hours on end.
Yeah, they're going to be worn down and exhausted by this point as well.
Yeah. Just open up one of the closets and drag them out.
That kind of like spurs a little more life in them. They start again as much as they can. But you could probably just like tell from their mannerisms and their sweating and stuff like that. These guys are like done.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of gas left in the tank.
I mean, we could.
Right, well, since now we have them captured and we have a lot more time in the night, we can actually interrogate them and find out a lot more.
Wait a minute. I should have thought about this before. I'm gonna get some morphine.
Why?
Because
We're gonna have to get them to talk.
Morphine doesn't make you talk.
yeah, you're
Does
thinking of
make you-
adrenaline.
I mean, we could do that too.
Morphine, they will be. I mean, eventually they would like fall asleep probably, but they would be that kind of trippy way, and they would babble. But what they're saying is not necessarily going to be true or make sense.
Right. Rat, this is all you.
Adrenaline, you could inject them with if you wanted them to like wake up, so they're more coherent.
Yeah, I just hand him the adrenaline shots. I'm like, look, this is your show.
No, Juliana is the one that talks to him.
I'm going to grab a drink quick because he BRB'd anyway.
Oh, yeah, never mind.
So what do you think we should do?
Well, Juliana can talk to them and command them to, to give us the information we need.
Yeah.
I'm so mad
So-
that the blood is so coated.
Well, they're hunters, and we already knew that they knew all the tricks, or at least most of them, and they were able to kill a few new bloods. So, which is what we are.
Yeah.
So they're not amateurs. They're gonna have a lot of defenses and a lot of tricks. And judging by the tattoos, they're definitely part of a larger group. So they're also gonna have resources.
Is Ileana back? No? Okay, so
Sure.
what would the rest of you want to do? Or just want to wait till
I
she
guess-
gets back and let her do her thing?
Yeah, I'm just gonna
have returned.
Okay, so Ileana, you have them bound and tied, you have adrenaline shots if you want to give them that to wake them up. They are clearly exhausted, energy spent. They're alive a little bit more when you kind of drag them out the closet as they try to like make noise and resist. But I mean, you can tell that they are spent.
Gonna clap the. I'm gonna go full fucking psycho on them. I'm gonna clap the defib paddles together and let them like spark right in front of them, just so they can see that I'm not fucking around.
Yeah, one of them, the eyes go wide in terror. The other one looks more indignant.
Goes, here's how it's gonna go. You're gonna start talking, or I'm gonna kickstart your hearts. Got it?
The older
Gonna look
one.
over at the others for a second to see what they do.
Ratface is just standing and watching.
Okay.
Like, hey, this is your show.
If I might add, probably focus your questions on the one that's not too scared.
Okay. I, the person, don't even know what questions you want me to ask.
Where they're hiding from, where how many of them there are.
Okay.
They were doing outside that bank.
So you're gonna start telling me by how many of you are here, and I'm gonna start like rubbing the paddles together while I'm talking.
Were you focusing the questions on the older guy, the guy that got shot in the knee, the guy that we know is Joey Mendez? Is that who we want to focus the questions on, or do we go for the younger looking guy?
The one that's more scared.
Okay, the younger guy. Okay, give me a roll to interrogate him.
Sure. I guess that goes to specialization.
Your background might come into it as well, if this was tangentially related to what you used to do.
You could say I was a fixer, in a manner of speaking.
I mean, you were all about negotiating and studying people, right?
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's not me rolling the dice. You'll succeed.
Well, you're jinxed it now, haven't you?
The only way I could maybe fix my dice.
It's a zero-sum game of luck.
Yeah. I have to pass my curse on to somebody else.
Oh, what was
However
that?
temporary.
How I Met Your Mother, where they passed the curse on each other.
Why?
I don't watch it.
God
See?
damn.
So this young guy looked to be the weaker one, the more scared one, but he's a tenacious bugger. And after a good 30 minutes or so of just outright torture and pressure, he's giving you nothing except dirty looks and spits. He can barely like put a word together because you've frazzled him with the electricity so much. And the older guy just kind of looking on, and he has a kind of approval in his eyes.
Well, it's a good thing there's two of them, because that means one of them is expendable.
It's true.
You can make the roll again
So,
against the other guy, and if you're threatening this one's life...
Well, here's the funny thing. I'm gonna kill the old guy.
Ooh.
Outright kill him, or do you want to use the threat of killing him?
Oh no, outright killing him. Like, okay, well, if you're not gonna talk, well, I guess his life doesn't matter anymore. And I'm gonna find the nearest sharp implement and I'm gonna find like a gun or a sharp implement and just end him right there.
Okay, you can make the same roll, but you can have the gear bonus this time.
Oh, you said shoot him?
It
I'm
kills
just
him.
gonna stop him
Oh,
from killing him, because like we need the information. So I'm just gonna stop him.
He's only
from
going to
doing
kill...
it.
She's
So-
only going to kill one, though.
Yeah.
We
But-
got the other one to give us the information.
Okay, I suppose
You were gonna kill both of them.
that's true.
well, I'm still tripping about the shooting part. You said you're gonna shoot him?
You,
No. Got a knife.
You pick up something sharp.
Okay.
You stab him in the ear, perforating brain, killing him. The other guy that you were just questioning, his eyes go wide, and he like spits out a tooth. You fucking sicko! You deranged fucking animal monster bitch!
This? Oh, I'm sorry. Are you calling me that? Oh, wow. I'm offended. You know. Oh, I should go and like cry or something. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. No, you're gonna start fucking talking.
That man had family. He had children. Fucking animal.
Boo-hoo.
Just kind of watching, looking between Juliana and the poor guy.
You and the rest of this fucking pack are going to pay when the rest of us get here. You want to know how many there are? There's 10 of us. 10 more. Armed to the teeth, and we know how to kill you.
Oh, I'm quick in my boots.
And then he starts to like
Is
laugh.
that not a safe?
Yes, it is. He starts to laugh.
Oh.
And he's like, you have no fucking idea, any of you, do you? You're the house, the holy order of the rising sun. You don't have a fucking clue who you're messing with.
You don't know who you're messing with.
He's like,
By the way, that straw still in his...
I've staked 6 more of your fucking kind. You don't scare me.
I could have killed you both earlier, but I didn't.
We don't scare you. Weren't you the one nearly pissing yourself when I brought these out and just clapped the paddles again?
Go on, do your worst. I don't fucking care.
So he doesn't realize that he's also naked.
So you
There's
have
a
him
lot
at,
of things.
yeah, I mean, like, with success, you have him in the state where it's not that he's terrified of dying or anything like that, but, you know, through exhaustion, being worn down and stuff like that, he's going to, like, say more than he intends to.
That all you got?
So by
That guy got stabbed.
yeah, so by like
I'm
by
sorry.
goading him more, you can get more information out of him if you just tell me what you want to know.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to phrase the question, but I definitely I'm interested in like where their hideout is, if they have like a centralized location, or stronghold, or a hideout, or anything like that.
Is there anyone that's got mind control?
No.
Oh, okay.
Glim
I'm gonna
is
try it again, but
yeah. Well, actually, it's been 24 hours. You can. Well, it's not been quite 24 hours, but you can definitely try again with the blood memory.
guy that
As for telling him,
stab
he's not
him.
going to tell you where they're based because he wouldn't go into that much detail. But you can get from him and his like rants and his defiance that they are backed by a corporation and defended by a corporation.
defended by a corporation.
But yeah,
I
Glenn,
think those
sorry, there you go.
Yeah, you think the corporations actually care about you?
Yeah, Glenn, you can
Think they
roll blood
act-
memory again.
So I look at the old guy that got stabbed with my blood straw. Take his head and start sucking blood out. Pray this works. Ah,
Well, you did succeed. So you take your little blood straw up and like suckle some of the blood, and you don't get a lot of details, but you do get the memory of this place that they're talking about. It's an AlphaSoft enclave, and you recognize it from the city because you've seen it before.
I'm thinking about this. I'm writing it down. What else? Anything else? Dark?
Yeah, for complication, I'm just thinking. I mean, you remember it, but it's a guarded. It's like an actual megacorp enclave. It's not archaeology, but it's like
Okay.
an area that has high security patrols and things like that. So it's not easy to get into. Easier when you're a vampire.
Okay, I go up to them like, what? Well, here's the information. Oh, and by the way, Maggie and Little John, rest. You're not gonna like this. Oh, those are his kids. Said he had kids, right?
Yes. Yeah, you get like fleeting memories of like his family and stuff like that.
And this guy was a hell of a worker. Oh well.
Although he's Hispanic, well, he's not fully Hispanic. You get like images of like his grandfather, who's got this Irish accent, and him and his grandfather
So
shared a
he's
very
Irish?
him and his grandfather had a very like close bond.
Oh man, I feel a little bad. How could you? Sad. Monster you. Say that to Lou. Alright, so what are we doing now?
Well, we know roughly where they're hiding out in, and which corporation's protecting them.
Alright, so give this back to the boss or you raid it?
Well, you can't go back to the boss yet because you need to root them out.
Yeah, we have to bust in and get rid of them.
What do you want to do about this guy
Alright,
that's in
so we're
front of
gonna
you?
need... You have two greatest options of all time. One is, of course, you can die. Two, you can give us something even more. Oh, that's all he knows.
I ain't getting you anything.
Make him a thrall.
I don't know. He's a dick.
If he's a thrall, he's yours to command.
Okay, let's try it.
Okay, when you're making the roll to make him a throw, add the difficult check. Because he still has the
Yeah.
stuff in his veins.
At difficulty. Man, get this shit out of here, man.
Yeah.
God.
I mean, maybe eventually that stuff will work through his system and he won't have that resistance, but while it's in his veins, you can't bethrall him.
Yeah, I can't do that. God.
Can I make him commit a cardinal sin of his faith?
Sure.
Ooh.
Oh, you can tempt to, of course.
Well, I was gonna have him kill himself. That's a cardinal sin.
Yeah. Sure. That's just your enchant roll, but it'll be difficult because obviously that's severe.
Just lean and go, kill yourself. Do it now.
Do you give him something to kill himself with when you do that?
Yeah, it's going to be a length. Wait, no, we don't have rope. Like a sharp implement.
It's not much of a consequence, but you give him the command, and before he does like turn the blade on himself, he does like stab you in the chest with it. It's a minor flesh wound to you. It's not going to cause you any serious harm or discomfort. It just stains your clothing somewhat. But before he like turns it around and like cuts his throat open with it.
Hey, gotta admire his tenacity.
Definitely.
Brush your teeth. Brush your gold
That shit
fangs.
hurt. Shit hurt.
Okay, I'm gonna be a little pissed by this clothes being ruined. Is there like extra scrubs laying around somewhere?
Wait, what kind of clothes did you have?
Probably what it's in the picture, so like a nice suit.
Oh no. I opened my little.
Nice and expensive.
thing,
I
like,
love, I love for everyone
Here.
else when they'd be like, that doesn't matter at all, but you're like, God damn it, my fucking clothes.
Here,
Yeah.
I pull out
Well,
a shirt.
it's
I'm like, here, wear that.
twofold. Well, it's twofold because we have the laws we live by.
Yeah.
Where are they
I'm like,
here?
no, there's no scrubs, but here, take this silk shirt.
Silk shirt.
Yup.
It's so funny.
Okay.
Just because I live down here don't mean I can live up.
Yeah, I'll just go into another room, go into like a walk-in closet, and change out of the ruins clothes and into something clean.
Nice.
Okay, so I mean, we can still do more gathering information about the area, the location if you want, or we can go straight into the role for the plan.
We need more information though, guys. Team.
Yeah, I think I'm going to actually call up a contact.
Okay, so who's this?
Probably a human hacker. We've never met face to face.
Well,
But she was probably an activist.
Yep.
Might not be in the same group that I ran in, but would
activist, yeah.
and yeah, definitely not a big fan of the corpse. So
What's our
I'm
handle?
literally just let's go lock and shock.
All right. You help lock and shock over your messenger.
Yeah, and I'll just like, hey, I'm looking to me and my crew are looking to do a job on the Alpha Soft Enclave. If you could dig up any information that might help us out, help us get in. Yeah, I'd owe you.
Message back. Anything to take down those sons of bitches, I'm in. You want to make a roll for her? It'll be specialization in ally.
Yeah. All right, surely. Background too, because I was a activist.
Yes, of course.
Okay. Try to stack all the advantages I can get.
Don't blame you. Full success,
yeah.
no complications, no heat about looking up this information, whatever. She gets back to you and she has like schematics of the building, aerial photographs. She can give you like a rota of not like a staff schedule, but she can give you like a rota of the companies that service the buildings, the security, the laundry, etc. So you can easily see like all the entrances and exit points and the type of security it has.
Fucking glorious.
Yep.
So with
All
this,
right.
I think we can go into engagement.
Yeah. Now we actually do stuff.
We've stacked up a couple of advantages for information. Who would like to make the roll for this? Well, actually, as well, you can tell me the type of like entrance you're going for. Are you like sneaking in? Are you going in full frontal assault? Or
I
like
think sneaking
the
in would probably be the
gist.
best. Would be the best approach, but I'm terrified of rolling, so
Is I just need the type of approach you're going for and what the point of ingress is, the main point of ingress.
I did just use rocket launchers since we're that strong.
Yeah, so that would be like a
Oh,
full
no.
frontal assault type deal. If you're going for that.
Right,
Yeah,
is that
but-
what you wanted? Or...
And
no,
you also,
I don't want frontal assault.
sorry, you also pick your
Oh, okay.
loadouts for this as well before we actually do it. Which
We going
determines
stealthy stealth?
how many aims you get. Yeah, so what type of approach do you want?
I'm
Sneaky.
voting stealth.
Yes.
Okay, what's your stealth?
Alright, sneak in. So what's the main point of ingress? Is like someone going in and opening it up for you, going through the sewers, coming in from the roof, etc.
Probably somebody like kind of like smuggling ourselves in, like maybe one of the I don't know the companies that service the enclave.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure what
Okay.
particulars, but yeah,
So going in through disguised as cleaners or workers of some kind.
yeah, or smuggled in a crate or something.
Well, would you prefer to be smuggled in, or do you want to actually go in disguises?
I feel like I have to be
Smuggled?
smuggled in a crate, because otherwise I'm gonna have to like covered head to toe at all
So,
times.
so nobody's impersonating anyone? Or are we going for a
No.
combination?
Not too much danger.
Because, I mean, you have the face.
Yeah.
So, okay, so smuggling yourselves in is the main point of ingress.
Yeah.
Right, okay then. I think Ileana should make the roll because she's the face and she might have to do talking to kind of get you in position in the first place. Does that make sense?
Sure, I will
Yeah.
roll.
Okay,
for
so if you
that.
want, so we're gonna have one dice. You've got the advantage because you've got all the schematics and that kind of stuff. You've got the other advantage that you got from these guys. So you're going to be rolling 3d6. If you could just roll that for me.
Where is advantage? Let's see it.
Like a slash 3d6 on it.
Oh, I mean, okay, I can roll /36, sure.
There is an engagement roll thing, but this will do. 5. All right.
Oh, there it is. Yeah,
Okay, so you're in a risky position when the action starts. So, let's say Ileana, you're acting as like somebody making a delivery from like the company that is permission to make deliveries late in this building. The rest of them are like secreted in this delivery van. The vehicle goes through a checkpoint into. I'll take you to the building first, actually. Takes you into the parking lot at the rear of the building, so you get through security there. And as you are parking up, you can see there are like guards at the like back door. Probably like a pair. One is on patrol, one is like stationary. So now you've just got to try and make the transition from them being hidden in the back of the vehicle to get inside the building itself, past these two guards and the cameras that are set up. So this is a risky position. What do you want to do?
I'm sorry, you said risk. Wait, how's the risk decision again? I'm sorry.
Well, because obviously you've got the risk of getting from the van into the building itself here. Because you've got guards in the way, you've got guards on patrol, and you have cameras positioned around. So there's very much like a focus point, like this is where it can trip up. Otherwise, after that, you're in the building, and there shouldn't really be any security to speak of inside the building itself.
Well, it would be nice if someone could create a distraction.
I'm gonna try to turn into mist again.
No.
And missed. I love it.
Oh, he did it.
Fucking finally.
Right, that
I'm
face.
smoky,
You
Vicky.
turn into mist form, just a cloud. And then what do you do?
Didn't think I'd get this far.
It's like, shit, I don't know what to do. I've never done it before.
No. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of seep my way through the cracks in the van. Just kind of. I don't want to seem like I'm obviously flowing out. I'd rather actually flow like kind of and gather underneath the van.
Mm-hmm.
And see if I can. Is there another vehicle nearby?
Yeah, there'll be a whole bunch of vehicles parked for the parking lot. Fancy cars for the most part.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually go towards one of the fancier cars, preferably as far away from our van as possible. And I'm just going to start kind of like rising up from under the hood as mist and try to make it look like the car's smoking.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I get what you're doing. I'm going to
Definitely
say
want to be very obvious.
Yeah, you can roll for that to create a distraction, but it's going to be difficult because you're just mist. There's no sound or anything associated with it.
Yeah. Add difficulty, mist form, specialization. Okay. Oh, thank Christ!
Yeah.
And I need it most.
The one guard who's on patrol, he kind of just like walks away around the corner before he's going to come back again on his route. The guy that's stationary is just like looking over, and he sees all this smoke, these fumes, this cloud forming above one of the vehicles, and he's like, "What the fuck?" And he like walks over. Now he's only got like something in his belt, like a taser gun or something like that you guys can see, so he doesn't look heavily armed. He walks over to this vehicle and he's like sniffing around it and like touching the hood to see if it's hot. But he is not at the doorway where he was guarding, which will give the rest of you a moment to dive into the building if you want. But as a consequence, I would say if you do so, someone's going to get caught on camera. It's not to say anyone's like actively watching those cameras, but there will be a recording of it.
Oh. Are we gonna get smuggled in and stuff, or?
Well, I mean, you're smuggled in. This is just diving to get into the building. So you dive to get into the building. Yeah. He did distract, but you probably look up and just like, shit, the camera. Oh well, you're in now.
Yeah. There's no guarantee that anybody's watching the cameras, so it's fine.
Where's the surveillance room then?
Well, we can worry about that once you're inside the building.
And then Ratface, you could just float on over and enter the building after them if you want. You just get inside the building, and I mean, it's just like an apartment building. There's a lobby area, but you're at the rear. So there'll be like, I don't say a loading bay, but a wider sort of storage room where things are loaded into to get in and out of the building. This is where the laundry and the trash and things like that are brought down to. There'll be like staff uniforms, not a canteen, but probably like a couple of vending machines and a couch or something like that. And then there's just like doors that go into like the passageways, which lead up to the ground level floor, which is going to be where the apartments start. And there'll be a couple of elevators one at either end of the building. So what do you want to do from here?
Alright, I'm gonna try to slide in there because you said that I'm not sure if anyone is on those cameras. I'm gliding and try to get into the surveillance room.
Sure. I mean, being the techie, do you want to like hack into a hardwired system or something?
Sure.
Oh, sorry, I meant to ask you, which loadouts has everyone taken?
I went light.
Light?
I went standard.
I went standard.
Okay. Yeah, Glim, so I mean, if you want to like take and hack into something to get the surveillance stuff, you can.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to hack into something. I'm going to my standard. Yeah.
Okay, so you start unscrewing like a panel at the side of the wall here and looking at different cablings. What do you want to pull out to do this? But you don't have to pull equipment out. I mean, you can just try and roll out your specialization if you want, but you can pull out a piece of gear to help you.
Oh, what can I say? First, my laptop, duh. Laptop and core that pretty much can connect to mostly anything that's too broken.
It's like a tap or something that like connects right into the fiber optics.
Yeah.
Sure, and that links like right into your thing, so you can make a roll for that. It'll be your specialization. You get the gear bonus.
Yeah, especially you said gear bonus. Yeah, gear
Yeah,
bonus.
gear bonus. Yeah. You don't have cyber for it, but yeah.
All right. I'm in. Say that to the team.
Yep, you're fully like connected to all the sensors and cameras in the building.
All right, so I'm in. Do I see anything like of importance or?
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of people moving around at this time of night. I'm assuming we're like 10 p.m., 9 p.m., something like that.
It seems quiet, everyone. Just be careful.
On the 1, 2, 3, 4, 6th floor, an apartment or a number of apartments in the center of the 6th floor. There is someone, short-sleeved shirt, a belt that has lots of things on it, like daggers and stakes and things like that, very obvious. And he's just kind of like doing a patrol sweep along the 6th floor every now and again, like from one elevator along back to the other one and back again.
Please be careful from the top. In the middle, there are hunters. Well, hunter guards.
Yeah, actually, is there any like vents that I can slip into at Still Misty?
There would 100% be ventilation shafts, yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can slip in there and make my way down.
You
I'm
haven't
assuming there's like a hidden.
you haven't
basement or
left mist form yet, so you can just go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
Sink down to basement, yes, and the basement is basically going to be trash and the heating system and the plumbing systems for the building.
Okay, well that's plenty of access for me. So I'm gonna just spend my time trying to float through the vents and the tubes. I'm inside their walls. I'm looking for where the hunters are
Up in the 6th floor.
holed up. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can make your way up to the 6th floor, that's not a problem. It's mist.
I think I'm gonna go
looking for that.
Plumbing, yeah. I'm definitely gonna go through the plumbing for as a mist.
Okay, sure.
Like if someone happens to be taking a shower, I'm gonna be just floating through the steam.
Sure, someone is running a hot bath. And there's kind of bloop, bloop, bloop as like an air bubble comes through the tap, the faucet. And that's you. Your mist kind of just like spurting out the other end.
Yeah. Can I make like shapes in the mist?
Not with a lot of detail, but yes.
Okay.
Actually,
I'm not
if you want to, you could go full like horror movie and make like faces and stuff, I suppose. But then obviously you're kind of giving yourself away.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's food for thought. I'm not gonna do anything like that right now, but that's good to know. Keep that in mind. Yeah, no, I'm just sort of making my way around. Yeah. I mean, obviously, I was told about the hunter patrols, but I'm like floating through the rooms trying to find.
Sure. So in this bathroom where the bath is running, there's this guy who's sort of maybe like early 40s, late 30s. He's kind of built and muscular, but he's got like a pot belly. and a bit of a kind of dad bod layer to it. And he is like naked, and he's like putting his clothes to one side, and like getting the rubber duck out and stuff like that. He's getting ready for his bath.
Productive.
Okay.
You're like,
Uh,
you stay
Do
on.
do I see a familiar tattoo on him anywhere?
He 100% has a similar tattoo to the tattoo you saw previously,
Okay.
and amongst other tattoos on his body.
Okay. Okay.
But also in mist mode, obviously you can't communicate with anyone.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
So while he's up
Um,
there in mist form, what are the rest of you doing?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna chill.
We've got Ratface,
Still
who's like hacked in basically to the network. What about Sorrenta and Ileana though? What do you want to do?
So like,
What do you guys want to do?
I'm not. Oh,
He's in the sort of staff room area at the bottom at the moment, and you know there are hunters up on the 6th floor.
well, I'd rather not go up to the 6th floor. What I'd rather do is have the hunters flushed out and turned out as creeps and weirdos. But I don't think I'm getting that one.
He might. Depends on how you use your abilities.
Well, no, we needed more planning for something like that to go off.
mean,
I'm
unless
just
you
gonna
use
be
this-
like the muscle behind them, so if anything does go wrong, I can just go, sort of like smash, basically.
Yeah, I mean, it's unless you want to use this to like get all their information to do that rather than take them out.
Well, yeah, I'm not looking to actually take anyone out in here, so, like, I'd rather just try to collect information if I can.
Well, yeah, we can do that.
So I mean, you know they seem to be located on the 6th floor because that's where they have one guy patrolling. So presumably they are there with their devices and such. You just want to watch them in the cameras for a little while and try to see.
Might as well.
Yep.
Yeah, so over the next hour, the guy on patrol does knock on 3 different apartment doors on the 6th floor. And there seems to be like a back and forth over the intercom between him and the people in those rooms. And if you watch for longer than that when he's doing his route back and forth, he will do that on the 2nd hour as well. So he seems to be checking in every hour with the people in those rooms. At least up till midnight. After midnight, he will stop checking in on them. And will just kind of like make his route back and forth, but he'll like just sit down and mess about on his phone for most of the time.
Yeah, I'll make a note of those doors, though.
It's the 3 central apartments on the 6th floor.
Mm-hmm. Make sure the others know about it and go like, that's where they are. Now we need to see how many are in each and what they look like.
While they're watching the cameras, Ratface, this guy, gets over and sinks himself, goes, into his bath.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave him to that. I'm gonna seep through like the top of the door to this bathroom.
Yep, that is not a problem. You go into the rest apartment. The rest apartment seems to be empty.
Nobody else.
There's a couple of beds there, unmade. There doesn't seem to be anyone else in this apartment.
Okay. I'm going to drop mist form.
So you solidify back into your corporeal form.
Yeah. And I'm going to pray to God that I can return to it eventually, but for now, I need my hands. And I'm going to kind of rummage around as quietly as I can. And I'm just going to try to turn the place over, searching for any sort of clues, information.
Yeah, without even rolling, you would be able to grab his phone, his comlink, which is going to be lying out on the table.
Okay.
There's like a bag underneath the bed, which seems to be full of like knives and weapons. But if you want to make a roll, you can look for anything like more than that.
Yeah, I will go ahead and do that. Let's do specialization, catwalk.
Well, not catwalk. Oh yeah, because you're doing it quietly. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to be sneaky. Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Okay. Cool.
I have to manually add your blood because it doesn't seem to be doing it. Yeah, you're in the midst of like pulling out all the drawers and checking behind them for secret panels and such, when you hear like the comm link starts ringing, and there's like a splish splash, and the guy almost falls out of the bathtub as he like hurries into the room, and he's just standing there dripping wet and naked, facing you, as you're kind of like mid pose, like looking through these drawers. So what do you want to do?
I think I'm just gonna have to eat him. I really don't have much of a choice otherwise. My powers are entirely geared towards not being seen at all, and I've just fucked that up. So yeah, hopefully before he manages to alert anybody that might be nearby, I'm going to pounce on him.
Okay, pounce and bite him in order to kill him, yeah. Okay, you can make a roll.
Actually, yeah, I'll pounce him. I'm not gonna bite him though. I'm going to try to slam his head against the tiles.
Alright, just crack his skull.
Yeah, make it look like he tripped and fell.
Ah, okay. Yeah, sure. Give me a roll for that then. I was going to say, if you're going to bite him, it would be difficult because he's got stuff in his blood.
I thought about that at the last second, but yeah, I'm just okay. So specialization. I don't think my power.
You have your gear if you have something you can whip out that might help.
I don't think there's.
I can think of a few things.
Oh gosh, I really don't know.
I mean, you could have something like a hand taser, and you could just like zap him with that as you're grabbing him to help overpower him.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah. Fuck. Yeah, I'll pull out a hand taser and zap him. Should be even easier because he's. Oh fuck me.
Good lord.
Just stake me out.
See that, don't I?
Into the sun. Fuck it.
You leap on him, taser out to just like jab in his neck and like subdue him, slam him to the ground and like take him out and swiftly. He's like a big guy and he's like quick. He just grabs you midair and just like runs forward with you and like slams you up against the window, and the window just like smashes. It doesn't like shatter all the way, but it's just like a big crunch crack of your whole body weight shape, like right up against the window. And then he like throws you to the side and reaches down for the bag of weapons and like rummages around and grabs something. What'd you do then?
I'm gonna try to zap him again. Yeah. Just gear bonus, I guess, because.
Go for it again. Okay.
Yeah. Unfucking believable.
If you'd failed that one, he would have caused harm and raised the alarm at the same time, probably.
Yeah.
Just that second, as he like has to lean down to grab it from under the bed, it's like opportunity for you. So what'd you do?
Yeah, I quickly, grab, just kind of tackle him off of, or away from his bag, and just hit him with the taser. Obviously, a simple trip and fall, broke his neck is no longer out of the question.
Well, it's not
So
out of the
now I'm
question.
kinda screwed.
You could still do it.
Yeah, but what, he fell against the window and then pulled all the way back to the bathroom, tripped and fell, died?
I mean, that's for them to figure out. Yeah, I mean, you
Yeah,
you got a
yeah.
success here. You could do to him what you want.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely ending this dude. And I will go ahead and just pocket his comm link anyways. I'll make sure to shut it off so it doesn't ring again.
How do you end him?
I'll probably just snap his neck.
Okay, so it doesn't look that accidental then, because you're going to
Well,
zap
no,
him and
like,
then twist his neck around.
accidental's not happening anymore. The broken window's fucking...
Sure, the rest of
Bad
you get a
enough.
buzz on your comm link from Ratface.
Yeah, I managed to take one of them out. I wasn't exactly trying to, but he saw me.
Is there a camera
and
in
he
there?
fought... Not that I could tell.
So there won't be cameras in the rooms.
Yeah, I'll go check the cameras of what he is doing.
The guy that's on patrol is still on patrol. He doesn't seem to have been alerted.
Gotcha.
I managed to take him out, but he fought back. I can't really disguise how this could be an accident. Which is what I was originally going for, but yeah.
Broke his neck or just...
Yeah, he slammed me against a glass window and nearly shattered it. And then I broke his neck. It's pretty fucking obvious.
Oh, bullshit. I was gonna say, well, you know, what... I mean, it's in the bathroom, right? Or...
It's in his room.
Okay, that's not good.
Yeah, that's why I'm telling you.
I know.
So just keep an eye out for that. If somebody checks this room, they're
Just
gonna
in
find
case,
it.
put him in the just in case, put him in the bathroom. And wet the floors.
It's not gonna work.
Okay.
There's no way that he tripped and fell with his head twisted all the way around, and also the window's broken.
Oh dear
It's
God.
gonna look like a struggle.
Okay then. Well, good luck.
Yeah, I'm not asking you for help. I'm letting you know this happened. So
No.
be ready for whenever they find it. Hopefully they don't.
Yeah, you hit the body, right? I mean, at least two.
Working.
Yes. Okay. I will let you do what you need to do.
Is there any way that I can like permanently seal the door?
I mean, you could jam
Like, obviously I
a
can lock
chair
it,
up
yeah.
against it and lock it, yeah.
Yeah, I wanna make sure that they can't just come into this apartment at all.
Yeah, I mean, you can
So-
barricade it as best you can, yeah.
Yeah, that's about all I can do is delay the inevitable. They're gonna find it, but yeah. Definitely, like I said, definitely pocketing his comlink, shutting it off so it doesn't ring again. But I will barricade the door and once more attempt to turn invisible or
Mist form?
misty. Yeah, that's the one I meant.
Misty, okay. Not content with complicated things, he wants to tempt fate by rolling dice again.
Fuck me, damn.
You quietly put the chair up against the door, lock it, put a little chain on it just for extra security, and then you close your eyes and try to just relax and fade into the mist. And just as you're like closing your eyes to do that, there's like the knock 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 on the door, and you hear the bzzzt of the buzzer, and the guard outside in patrol is like, "Hey Jamie, it's your turn. Come on, man, I want to go to sleep."
Fucking course it is.
What would the rest of you like to do? You guys can see on camera the patrol guard knocking on the apartment door where Ratface is.
Man, can I talk to him? Like, yeah, he'll be out. He's still in the shower.
Oh, you want to intercept the comms and pretend to be him?
Oh, just
You can do that. You're the techie. You only get my dice roll though.
Say dice roll, I get scared.
Quite rightly, have you seen Swindles?
Y'all got more successes than me. I don't want to hear it. Y'all got nothing to be scared of. I'm the reason y'all are
Yeah, I'm really
succeeding.
big. All right, let's do this.
You got your gear bonus, remember? Specialization.
Specialization. This doesn't work. Run. As I was saying, yeah, I'm that good.
Yep, you managed to, because you're already into some of the circuits in the building, so it's just a matter, of course, to flick a few ones and zeros around to get into the comm system. And you do your best to impersonate Jamie and answer back. Well, come on, man, open the door. I need to go to sleep.
Still in the shower.
Oh, for fuck's sake, man. All right,
Yeah,
I'll be back in 10 minutes, okay?
Yeah, all right.
So he walks over to the nearest elevator and takes the elevator down.
Okay, do you
Face,
want
I have
me
another
to sort
idea.
this?
I mean, do we want to shed more blood
Do you
or
want me to just like sort this out?
how?
I can get rid of
Violence.
the problem.
What
Violence.
rapids?
I mean, honestly.
But yeah, I have one other idea that may suck, but it may work.
Mhm.
You put on his clothes and just start patrolling, or no,
Dude.
that's not gonna work. Fuck.
He's
Never mind.
bigger
Never
than me.
mind.
No,
Exactly.
I already had a plan.
Okay.
My character's gonna seduce the flatmate and then divert from the building while you do your thing.
You aren't really good at talking to people.
No. But she's
Smashing heads.
feisty.
Okay.
I'm assuming Ratface's complication makes Ileana's plan completely out the window at this point.
At this point, I'm just watching him snap their necks one by one.
I'm not I was legitimately going to just leave this dude alone.
Yeah.
I can't help you, man. You're I can't help you here.
Yeah, I know. The dice are fucking me. So yeah.
This is true. So the
don't
rest
worry
of
about
you,
me.
you have one guy in the elevator who's going down for 10 minutes for something or other. You've got this dead guy in the apartment.
Oh, I can stop it, can I?
Yes, you can. You already have access to that, so you can 100% just stop the elevator wherever you like.
All right, I stop it
God,
in the
yes.
middle.
So he gets stopped between floors, and he's like, "What the fuck?" It's like pressing the
Right.
buttons.
I go on the intercom. I'm like, sorry, dude, and I don't know what's going on.
He's just like, you can see him in the elevator 'cause you got a camera, and he's just like looking around, and he's like, "What the fuck, man?"
I don't know. It's been having issues for days. Let me try to fix this.
Goddamn piece of shit
Right.
building.
I feel like I can just like I feel like we can just put a note on them and then just throw them out the window. Like the character out
What
the
is this,
window.
Russia?
Well, yeah. You know, he committed suicide.
You gotta throw him out the window.
Oh, the dead
What?
guy, you
Why-
mean?
why-
Right.
Yeah, the dead guy.
You're talking about putting a note on. Why? What note?
Just
Exactly.
basically saying that he just don't want to live because he's, you know, fat and smelly. So he
Okay.
just.
That's not even gonna work.
No,
Oh, that's some
it might
muscle
work.
shit. Let me tell you.
He could just say like he had a girlfriend that dumped him or something.
I mean, I will say at the
like, and he's
moment,
totally
obviously there's evidence
heartbroken.
of foul play, but it's not necessarily anything vampire linked because it's a snap neck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And if it's the snap, then like you throw it out the window.
But there is still other
No.
hunters in the building.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he could have just came and that's a distraction. He'll land on the ground, and that's a distraction. They'll all go down, and we can get out of there. Yeah. Does that sound like a plan?
I mean, the rest of you wouldn't have a problem getting out of here at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the one that's fucked at the moment.
So
I think that's a plan.
So you got a guy stuck in the elevator, you got the body, and you've got an unknown number. The one guy did say to you there was 10 of them, which would insinuate there's another 8 of them in the other 2 rooms.
Yeah.
Right, I think doing that is, I think it's a good plan, because then it gets them all drawn to downstairs. You know? And then we make our escape. And I assume if we're on a building, we can jump from building to building, can't we? Because vampires can do that.
Does that
can't
also
they?
accomplish your objective, though?
Yeah, our objective is to root these guys out,
Yeah.
not just kick the nest and then run away.
Well, what if they go down? What if they go to the ground floor and they're like looking down, and then we just like throw like whatever, like a desk or whatever, like, and it'll land on them. Like, we could
Such a
do
muscle thing to
that.
do. I love it. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
sure. Let me grab my Acme
I'm talking
anvil.
about
Good
me.
throw
I'm
anvils down
talking
at them
about
pianos.
me. Yeah.
Yeah.
To make it worth
Well,
it
I've got
works. Right, I'm
super
damn. Work.
I've got super strength. Why can't I just go and then just throw the stuff, and then it just
But
like
for one
hits
thing, it's
them?
not meant to be like obvious.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why we're sneaking.
I mean, the killing can be obvious,
Okay.
but you know, they're like, who the fuck was like throwing pianos down at these guys?
Okay. Right. You see the guy is in the. You see the guys in the lift.
The elevator, yeah.
The elevator, right? So what our characters would do? Well, wouldn't they? Is there not something that we have that we can just like that can instantly kill them in the elevator?
But you just have your loadout, you can have whatever you want.
Okay. Well, I'm thinking a poisonous gas.
It's certainly doable,
Yeah.
if that's the route you want to take.
Is that not like easier? Yeah.
It's definitely a plan.
Or cut the cords of the elevator, and that's just gonna drop him down, isn't it? So
Christ, this
yeah.
building has a lot of accidents.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just
As,
cut the
as
cut
having
the
control of the
wiring.
elevator, yes, you could just unlock the brakes
You
on
just
it and
cut,
allow it
yeah,
to fall, yes.
yeah, just do that. I think we should just do that, and then he's gonna die that way anyway because that's shock. Nobody survived that.
But what about the
That's
rest?
plan B.
That will, of course, make noise and draw attention.
That's plan B. So, anyway, yeah, what's the other ideas?
Well, why don't we just like leave the elevator thing for
Yeah,
the
he's
moment?
stuck in the elevator,
He's
so that's
stuck in
fine.
the elevator. That's fine. Where's the others located?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to work on.
Yeah.
I told you where the other rooms were,
Okay.
didn't I?
Yes, the other rooms are the
Yeah,
ones
yeah.
adjacent to this room.
Yeah.
Or one of them is, sorry. The other one would be on the other side of that room.
How many are in that room?
If what the guy told you before is accurate, there should be another 8 of them, which would mean...
In the same vicinity, in
well,
the
in
same
those
room?
2 rooms.
Yeah,
Assuming they're all there just now.
exactly.
Okay.
So, what now? You have a guy in the elevator, you have a body. What's the next
Is
step?
there any like vents or something that we can just kind of check? Like if the mist isn't working, is there any vents that we can just crawl into and just check? if they're
Some of the
there.
vents will be big enough, but vents are actually
Yeah.
extremely noisy
Noisy.
to move through.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Can I have like an invisible what's called cape?
No,
It's one of my loadout.
no,
No.
it's not
Okay.
Shadowrun. It's not magic. You can have a drone that would fit through the vents that's much smaller and lighter if you want.
Okay. Can I have a drone then?
Yeah. What
Like
kind
a
of
tiny drone?
Yeah, a tiny drone.
I just want a kind of tiny drone to just like see
camera
who's
drone,
in.
yeah.
Yeah, who's in there.
I think that's just one slot of your loadout.
Okay. Okay. Can I roll then to see?
What do you want to do with it exactly?
So basically, I want to just like it's very teeny that it can fit into like the room. Just navigate around the room to see it like it's kind of like a wee fly kind
Yeah,
of
like
thing.
a fly spy type thing.
Yeah. So it's just like tiny that it can just like maneuver and we can see who's in the room. But it's very silent as well. It's a silent drone.
Yeah, I mean, if you're just crawling it through the vents and like sitting inside the vent looking out through the grate into the room, you don't need to roll for that because there's no chance anyone's going to see you.
Okay.
If you do that
Right,
to
so
the
what do I
room
see?
adjacent to the room that Ratface is in, you can see that there are 4 beds. There's 2 people in those beds sleeping. And then there's the bathroom, and there's like bags of gear and clothes and stuff on one of the beds.
Okay.
It looks as if there's more than 2 people staying in that room, but 2 people are currently sleeping in that room. 2 men.
Can I manage to kind of from the angle, can I manage to kind of like you know shoot 2 lethal poisons
Well,
at
your
their
drone doesn't have that
necks?
capability unless you want to use up more of your loadout for it.
Or can I have like capability for that?
Yeah, I'm going to give you a heat because you said it's like poison darts. And that's
I
another
don't
one
know
of your
because
loadout.
it's like
Something like that would give you heat, I think.
alright, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Because it'd be like an illegal weapon on the drone.
Okay.
Do you want to go look at the other room first?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's 2
probably,
people
'cause if
sleeping
there's
in that room. And in the next
Mhm.
room, again, there's 4 beds. And there's 4 people sleeping.
Okay, so I want it to just be like it just like hits the 4 of them then.
What hits the 4 of them?
So the drone with the poison.
Okay, is that what you definitely want? You want to fit it with like a poison dart gun?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to give you heat. First of all, that's going to be another slot on the loadout taken.
Okay.
Give
I'm
you
just
heat
gonna-
for this. Don't move your token, I'm using it to access your sheet.
Oh, okay.
I know your drone has that capability, but if you want to actually shoot them, you tell me how many you're trying to shoot, and then you're going to make a dice roll.
I'm shooting the 4 of them.
It's actually not going to be difficult because they're sleeping. You'll have gear bonus. You'll have specialization. Yep, and that'll be your dice roll. Sure. So the 4 people in that room, you managed to shoot with your toxic syringe dart gun, and they will die in their sleep to this neurotoxin. As you moving your fly spy thing back into the other room, the second room that had the 2 people sleeping, one of those persons is like up and awake now, and they're like on they're like comlink talking. Scaramanga, you can see at the camera at the front of the building, 2 people dressed very like the other hunters are coming into the building through the lobby.
Who's close there?
I think me getting rid of 4 of them is literally pretty good.
These 2 people come up
They're
to the
heading
front
to the
door,
lock.
door opens, and then they make their way towards the elevators.
Shit.
Well, the elevator is broken. It could be broken, so
There's
yeah.
2 elevators, one at either end. But Jess, when you
Okay.
walk up to this elevator and press the button, initially, like, nothing happens.
Well, I rushed to go and snap the other
Right, okay,
elevator.
well, before you decide to start running around and snapping people's necks in public, what the rest do you want to do?
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, sorry guys, you gotta use the other elevators. There's something going on with that one.
Over the intercom?
Yeah.
They just go, oh, alright, and they walk along to the other end of the corridor. They'll press for that
All right, let's see
elevator,
if this one
and they'll
works. And
they'll press
once
for
they
that.
go in and
Yeah, they'll press that elevator. They'll come. They'll step into it, and they'll press for floor 6.
okay, they go to
Okay.
floor 6, and then I make it stop. I'm like, God damn it, not again.
It goes up a couple of floors, and then you bring it to a stop again, but 2 floors, and they're like click, click, click. They're like, what the fuck?
I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this. It's like the second time. God.
They start ranting at the intercom about how much they're paying every month to stay here,
Right?
and this is
Like-
ridiculous. That this kind of, these buildings with this kind of reputation, this corporate guarantees and all the rest of it, and you can't even get the fucking elevators working.
Right? It's just embarrassing. I'm actually having a conversation with them.
You have 3 of them stuck in elevators now. You have 4 of them, 5 of them dead, sorry. And 1 still sleeping in the room, and the other one is like on their comm. What do you want to do now? Ileana, do you want to do something?
Well, I don't know what else I can do now because I've given them all the information they need.
Well, maybe some hitting? Some, no.
5 of them are dead, so I mean, what's the plan from
Ruin?
here?
I don't know how we could do it, but I suppose we could try to spin this to where it's one of them went crazy and killed the others, but
Oh yeah, because I have, seriously have to go. I have class still.
Oh, real life?
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Life
Enjoy
shit?
class.
You want to call it till next weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, that's fine.
On the next time of Vampire Runners. Oh man, this stuff is just so bad.
Note to self, don't let Swindle lead the charge and make rolls.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm cursed with this system.
I feel
Had a
like
good
I
run
want
with Boris. Had a good run
feel
with
like-
Boris, but fucking Shade and this is rough.
I
I
don't
feel
know.
like Sorrento walked in and she's just like owning it. She's just pretty like there.
Listen, Dave.
No.
Well, I mean, this is normal for Swindle though. Like,
Yes, it is.
I don't know what else.
Motherfucker, but it doesn't matter.
In this situation, I don't know what the fuck I could do other than just let them all go in the room and he can snap their necks one by one.
You do mess it up a lot, your character sometimes. I've got to.
No, it's not me. It's the dice.
It's so mean. What
It's
the
a
hell?
little bit of you as well.
I don't know how I do it.
He's like,
Someone's
yeah, I'm gonna hit a
like-
somersault. 1. You're like, oh.
Bruh. This system hates me.
Right, let me see here. Where's Ratface? Catwalk, rating 1. I mean, it might just be because your things are all rating 1, so you're not getting a lot
Yeah.
of dice.
No. But I really want all 3.
Right, let me try rolling as you just to make sure here. But I mean, other people are rolling, it's fine.
Yeah, no. And I do get successes every now and again, like those first two. But
Yeah, I can do it with that one, no problem.
yeah.
Oh, stop.
So it's
Flipping it,
literally just me. It's just my luck. It's the
Why
dice.
is that saying Honeybell? Specialization, vampire power, rat face. That's definitely rat face.
Oh well.
It happens.
Why
Yeah.
did you say Honeybell?
It does.
Alright, Dave, we'll do it next time.
I seriously have to go. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I'll
fine.
catch you guys
Yeah, no
next
worries.
time.
Have fun.
GG's.
Bye.
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 Why is this saying Honeybell?
He's in his final year at uni, isn't he?
Oh, your token says Honeybell, that's what it is.
Well, I'm flattered, but you know.
Update token. Right, let me just try this again. Specialization, vampire power, select mist form. Oh god.
Yeah, no, it's.
Glim, I have a movie for you.
There we go. Okay, so it does work.
Yeah, it works every now and again.
Glim, I have a movie for you.
Okay.
I have a movie that you should watch.
What's the movie?
Watch Heart Eyes. Have you seen it?
No.
It's so good. You need to watch it. It's so good.
Maybe I mean, if you'll allow, maybe I get rid of wall crawl and put an extra rank in mist form.
Yeah, that's
So
totally fun.
it's basically it's like Valentine's Day, and every year on Valentine's Day it's like the killer
Looks
comes.
like this will make a
and-
difference.
Yeah, it's really good. You should watch it.
I mean, wall crawl is good
very
as
good.
well. Like right now, wall crawl
Yeah.
is actually really good for you because you can just go out the window.
Yeah.
Have you watched any good movies, Clem?
That's why I
Oh.
wanted all three of them.
I've been too busy trying to make this the characters for my game.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck it. I'll take wall crawl
Actually,
back.
Dave didn't feel too sidelined because he was trying to pitch one plan and everyone kind of went a different direction.
Yeah, I was
just listening
legitimately
'cause I
trying.
like seeing what everyone was gonna go in, and then I just thought, you know what, I'm just gonna swoop in.
Well, yeah, I mean, it kind of sealed itself when Swindle snapped the guy's neck.
Yes.
I'm
I
kind of
mean,
happy where
yeah,
I'm
there
at
was
right now.
there
It's like-
really wasn't any like I have no powers that can.
But
wipe
I
his
mean, also
memory or
happened when
anything.
Swindle tried to sneak up on the vehicle and the guys saw him.
Yeah.
You just
I'm
don't
supposed to
have
be really
any
good
luck
at stealth,
that
and I've been
way.
like almost consistently failing.
I'm gonna go over
So
here.
Yeah, it is what it is because ultimately it's the dice, but that's
felt like-
that's how it rolls.
I felt like
sometimes.
Sorrento was like badass, and she just kind of came in. and
Yeah,
just
you came in,
like,
drew, and
yeah,
killed
let's
him. I
do
mean, if you're
this.
trying to kill them, that's a perfectly good
Yeah.
way to do it. I'm trying to think because he has like a
Exactly.
75% chance of success on his roll, so it's insane that he's failed so many.
Yeah, no, it absolutely is insane, and I agree, but at the same time, like, it is what it
It's coming
is.
out the piano
you-
thing. I'm like, wait, why?
It's you, Swinny.
He's
Yeah.
also like pure like tortured those guys basically before anything else.
Yeah,
I didn't think, especially when Ileana can like enchant. I
Yeah.
didn't think he would have that much trouble.
I was like, what did you just command them?
To be fair, if you
It
hadn't
is
failed,
what it
if you
is.
hadn't failed the tracker, it would have been fine because you would have just tracked them
Yeah,
back
yeah.
to the location, and that would have been it.
Exactly,
Which is what
exactly.
kind
That
of
was
thought
my
would happen. Yeah.
fucking plan. Yeah, me too. Go figure. My whole plan was to not be seen this whole time. It is what it is. I'll get over it.
It's fine. We'll finish it
Yeah.
next time. There is.
Yeah.
I've
It's
got.
all good.
I got all the missions for the whole season like listed out. So if
Oh, yeah,
it's
that's
like
cool.
if we're doing like half and half and it runs on that way, that's not a problem. I don't need like in between weeks to prepare stuff.
That's cool.
We
That's
just
cool.
might not always have pictures for backgrounds, but it doesn't matter too much.
We'll live. All right, I'm gonna hop off here. Good game. See
Me
you.
too. Bye.
Okay,
Well,
see you.
goodbye.